recording has begun.
Well, as the recording's begun, does anyone want some kisses?
I want to
Not at
get
the
kissed
moment.
by Elizabeth. Come on, let's see. Come on. You get smug up.
Okay, don't put it on the side of your bench.
No, it's all
Just let me know if anyone wants more. I just don't have space on the table for them.
No, yeah, I'm good. I had cookies earlier, so I feel like that's enough like fattening food for me
Ready to snug up.
for right now.
The Wordle this morning was so
Get you in
frustrating.
here.
I don't understand. I got it in like 3 tries.
Do you want to see what my guess were?
I do want to see what my guesses were.
And there we go. Oh, sneaking out of the
What's yesterday?
Green.
We'll still pull up today. So.
Green's good.
Grum.
Hey, open.
Oh yeah.
See, I was reading, I kept guessing words that weren't it.
Okay, you want to see mine?
Do we have paper and you can always come over and help on them?
So allergic.
Come over in a plain suit.
I've considered, despite how fun they are, getting a hairless.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was a word.
Because I can just, I just.
I didn't think that was a word
dress them up
or
in-
that.
In sweaters that
Oh, yeah.
That's not
That's
fun.
Spain.
I wash them all the time, so
Oh,
I'm
like
not
with
going
the
to have as
PH
much
said that.
I got
issue
my 4
with
over here.
Oh,
Because it's a furry.
But then it was like, oh, obviously
Well,
it's
it's
plant.
the
Then it
fur
wasn't plant out of momentary panic.
But if they're furless, there's not going to be as much. Especially if you wash it.
There's no time to panic. Suddenly panics.
Then I was like, oh, I just got
Wash
pranked.
regularly anyway. Because they're prone to skin infections.
Yeah, I didn't watch you doing it, so I couldn't offer to
So
help.
they're fugly, but I
I'm
would
quite
give
proud
that.
of the kind of thing I guess well, have you ever?
Are you proud of the hint or proud that I got it immediately?
I'm sure she would love it. Proud of the hint. And then I was like, okay, maybe that's too vague. It's double letters. And you're like, nope,
How
didn't
does
need
she
that. Okay.
react to things like colors?
Probably
Have
like
you seen how
this.
he's calling? Okay, I haven't either.
Because I could make
Let
a
me check on
bandana,
that.
but if she's not used
No.
to having things around her neck,
I'm
she
also
might
not checking on that.
I'm kind of tempted.
Very possible.
Used to it.
Tiny Tim just wants him to be interested.
Also, did you guys end up joining the return?
Yes.
Sit there for a second.
My
Why am I here for a second?
Thank you.
I'm afraid.
the goal
Oh,
that I
dear,
added
what are you
still
doing?
needs a feet.
Lean forward like you're about to. Okay, so I'm just making sure. I was like, does the light actually reflect off?
Does
my
it-
face?
You needed to see if the ambiance was
Yeah.
there. Gwen has a feat that needs to get added, but I have to make a decision before Alex can.
Alright. 2, 4,
And I have
6.
the non-secret one added.
So I need to put Artemis
Okay.
into that?
The one that's the correct race.
Return law?
Yes.
Or,
Okay.
yes.
I believe so.
It's not
How
added.
do I do that?
So it doesn't give it
you'll
away
leave.
beforehand.
You're gonna have
But
to,
all the stats are pretty much the same.
for
Okay.
Artemis,
Or at least all the stats I'll start with. Cause
I guess
But
I don't have
once-
to duplicate a character.
Because
I duplicated
Once
mine.
you're ready,
if you leave
can you put
and you
that?
don't
Yeah.
have access to all the source stuff, doesn't it like strip you of all the stuff?
If
from
you
source stuff?
duplicate it,
That
even
way
if,
I
like,
remember
you
what
can
the heck
duplicate
is
the
going
character
on.
and it will duplicate it exactly as is.
Unassigned?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
yeah, you just create copy and then it adds the unassigned
That would
copy of
totally
that
solve
character.
my problems. I'm like, I wasn't able to figure out how to do it without, because every time I would say leave, I said if you're leaving this content, whatever.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just hit copy and it's a character set whose name is copy of character name. And
what
then
does
that's
it need
the
to be put
identical
into?
character unassigned.
And so now
There's
I
one
have-
that says the return of Loth.
wait, where'd she go?
I'll send you the
Copy of water.
invite, Desi.
Okay, cool.
It's in Discord. I just sent it.
Gotcha.
And since we're adding
I wasn't
2
sure if it was
characters,
buried.
since we're going to
I
be playing 2
didn't have
characters,
Discord open
and
yet.
if you open 2 tabs of the same link, you can individually in each tab add a character and add both characters to it.
So I think you gotta go to Discord.
You posted the link in Discord yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, dang,
It
you
was
posted
in
a link
general.
Back in April.
Yeah. And then I sent a reminder last week.
It was on
I
April
see that.
Fool's, so we all thought it was a joke.
I really love the fact that everybody except for Alex got added because he is not the problem.
What do you mean?
In
Yes.
the reminder, Elizabeth specifically named us all in Discord, except for you, because you actually did what you were supposed to. Gold star, bud, gold star.
Yeah, I am the star player at the table.
Alright, so copy of Azyla's there. And then I just need to create one more character. Yeah? Calm down.
Are you
With the boom.
Zyla or Artemis?
That one, yes. Words
Okay.
are hard.
Some people
It's
are
the
getting mad
A's.
at me for creating a bunch of A people for this campaign. Turns out.
So listen, what if we all just, next time Alex is like, hey, I have an idea, we just prank make a party of bards that all start with the same letter.
And our thing is that we're all trying to be in a rock band. Everyone hates us.
We want to be the Hex Girls.
Yes! The Hex Girls and the Bark Street Boys.
It's like when we had the Backstreet Bards.
Yeah.
Me too.
Why are there two H's when you start that word?
So that's actually
Alex,
double registers.
Didn't you bring
for-
up us making characters for each other?
Yeah, we'll do that at some point.
So
Mine are in.
I had a thought about that. That would be interesting.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you thought about us drawing names and then creating the character.
Yeah, so my idea is we draw names and then we also draw classes as well. Everybody will get two
Okay.
classes to pick from. So that's, but did you have a
Gotcha.
counter idea?
Yeah, I was gonna say us make a character first and then draw the names. That way you're not like it just completely
The Hex
random.
Girls for your edification,
Yeah.
Zach.
But
In Discord.
that idea is good too.
Yeah, because I think it'd be cool to see
From
like,
Scooby-Doo.
how other people perceive each other.
I
Yeah.
have seen it. I just. It must have been when the kids were
I'm
watching.
almost jealous that I don't get to
I think
participate.
Benson was watching it in our room. Because I remember coming in and seeing a band called the Hex Girls.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just never seen that
Um,
whole thing.
You misspelled
Scooby-Doo.
trailers.
I believe I'm ready when everybody else is.
Alright. Let me pull back up the thing.
So, am I supposed to be Oren right now? I don't remember.
Yeah, you were Oren.
Yeah, you're back to
Yep.
her. You got you calmed down.
I remembered combat. I thought I remembered.
We,
We did
had
have
a long
combat.
rest, didn't we?
No, you guys haven't settled down for the night.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was right beforehand, that's right.
Yeah, we were kind of getting to
We
that
had a
point.
short rest.
But I think some of you had some errands to run during the evening.
Yeah, Kess has gotta kill somebody.
No.
So,
You gotta go bury a corpse. Not a corpse, but
okay,
it's a
I don't
corpse.
know where we're supposed to start.
so last time on Titans of Ivalice, Azyla found Lion again.
Yeah, I did.
And set up a meeting that none of us knew about, and it was really fun for Lion to have to come to the realization that Azyla doesn't know how to read, so she had described the tavern to her. Just hope and pray that we all got there. And so, yeah. Kess went shopping for some scrolls, kind of went looking around, did some grocery shopping. Cordio, Oren, and Solra, so me, we had gone to the Hall of Justice, and we had calmed Oren down. We were having a chat with Dylan and shoot, who's Marina's mom?
Luna Freya.
Thank you, Luna Freya. About the ambassadors and kind of what was going on. It did devolve a little bit into me, Solra, yelling at Dylan for her parenting of Kess. And then Kess walked in the door, except she was really peppy, or they were really peppy and happy to see their mom, which was very suspicious. So Cordio did a double take, and lo and behold, it's actually a half-drow warrior. And then he says something like, "Da da da, you shall feel my wrath." He killed himself. His body disappeared, which was unfortunate because we were going to revive him and ask him questions later. And then a demon showed up. And then also, at like the same time, demons just kind of popped up at the city where people also just killed themselves and like thus spawned. So that wasn't great. We took them down. We did, since we were separated, have to kind of find a way to meet our friends, and so just actually ended up setting a teleportation spot for a little bit that people kind of moved back and forth with. But so we handled them very well, very, very quickly, succinctly. We're professionals at this point. Except Oren had gone to Nero, and then Nero had taken off charging, and so for a while there, we were just like, man, we just let him loose, didn't we? And then he almost killed a child, which would have been very interesting.
Full circle.
Full circle moment there of things done in rage, but they didn't.
There was no rage in Quantum.
Largely because, Quantum had no rage. Quantum just existed. And so...
It needs to be Oren that kills the child for it to be full circle.
Yep. And following the battle, Solra and Cordio kind of just disappeared. Oren had a little sit with himself in a corner
Nice little
in
pin.
Astria, and didn't really want to be interacted with or touched because he needed some time. But while that was happening, Kess was going around and checking with all of the killed civilians to see where they came from, who they were related to, if they needed somebody to be notified, which was a lovely thing for Kess to do. And then Ivalice was coming up behind Kess and rifling through the commoners' peasants' pockets and just stealing from them, which was a choice.
I don't need it.
In the meantime, Cordio and Solra were chatting with the drow in the Undercity, since there are a lot of drow from Minzo Varanzan, and they had first backed the Loth, the Spider Queen, which fantastically and famously ended pretty poorly, after centuries and almost millennia of rule. And then they went with the Demogorgon, and also that has recently come to a catastrophic end. And so now they're just kind of aimless. Not really interested in religion. There's a 4-armed dragonborn tomorrow night at Dex's place at 7. It's gonna get a spiel that Cordio and I were invited to. We joined the group, told everybody that there was actually an orgy. Everybody except for Oren bought it, and Oren was like, "Why are you lying? Also, you really think that Kess isn't gonna be interested in an orgy now? Look at what we've done to them," which was a fair point, but like, what was I supposed to do? Ivalice then successfully got us to the inn that Lion told her to go to. And we met Atreus, thank you, who was asking about Ennis/Pete, and then Atreus actually turned out to be Zulfric from the Boulder's Gate down to Fuck Division, Detective Task Force, and he really committed to his role. And then we were able to tell him that, lo and behold, Ennis/Pete's probably dead. Kess offered to let Zulfric join the support group that Amir is forming, which was quite kind of them. But Zulfric had to go back. He's really scared of his boss, Commissioner Radina. Never even knew Father Ribbon, so all of that was just a lie, which is fun to sit with now, you know. But, yeah, we just kind of, he bought our meal. No, he didn't buy our meal.
Paid for your rooms.
Paid for our rooms at this inn, so now we at least have a place to sleep tonight. But right before we kind of settled in, I snuck off and spent 100 gold to give to food in the Undercity, to distribute to the drow, Jirabar, and the Dark Gnomes. But yeah, that's what we did last week. Trey, why are you holding so many d6s?
I like it.
And Cordio's gonna destroy the city now. Back to you, God.
Alright. I think that about covers it. Does anybody have any questions?
Nah.
Alright, so we begin this evening. In the evening, I think we had several orders of business before that night closed. I know we had a body to return to the grave.
Yep, with
What else?
Andreas.
I needed to see Mida.
Okay.
I was eavesdropping, and you told me to wait till this week to find out what I heard.
And what were you eavesdropping on?
It was in the Undercity, all the back alleys, secret conversations. I think you had me roll perception. It was like a 30-something.
You may check your wife's notes.
My wife's notes.
Yeah, that I sent her privately over this week.
It's the ones that I read you on the way over.
I don't remember them. I need them for my record. Send them to me.
So who wants to start?
I guess we can start with me.
Okay. Alright. As you exit the Phoenix Rising Inn, you catch a familiar face, a familiar fawn. Oren! Oren! I heard about the dust up this morning. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
If you want to talk about what happened, I want you to know. And she placed the hand on your shoulder. All you have to do is talk. I have the ears to listen. I know it's hard.
I appreciate the offer. If I ever feel that I need an ear to listen, I may come to you.
I appreciate that. I just wanted to let you know so that you're aware that I'm fully aware of everything that happened. And I'm very sorry.
Thank you.
It's a tragic thing, isn't it?
Yes.
But I got the groceries delivered from Kess, so if you see her, because I don't know where she's at, tell Elmira. Hopefully we can meet her. I can introduce you guys properly, because I've been staying with her. But I'm glad I caught you. Where are you headed?
I received an invite to a ship.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll be off then. Be careful.
Thank you.
She's going to saunter off into one of the alleyways, and you notice that there's, in the street, that there are these about 3 to 4 foot tall crystals just floating. These blue crystals that sort of spin and glow with this blue energy, and there's this like very low hum that comes from them. You notice them in about every major alleyway, like kind of out in plain sight. Not seen these before.
Can I just do a quick Arcana check?
Sure. You think there's some sort of warding crystals? You know that the demons that were teleported in via this morning were brought in via sacrifice. So perhaps these crystals have been brought in to prevent something like that from happening again.
Okay.
You also notice that you don't see any sign of the furries.
Interesting.
That's about it.
Okay. I'm gonna head out to the boat.
What's the master's name
I will
again? I
fill
can only
them
think
in
of
on
first
my
master's.
EDM agent.
observations
Agent,
later.
thank you.
So you make your way to one of the
What?
docks that are still intact, and you see this nice little boat with these masts that have the symbol of Atlantis on them,
Okay.
and you see sleeping on a cot. You see a familiar female Vidalkin.
Hello?
And she quickly grabs her giant sword. Oh, it's you. Sorry. Shit, is it that time already? And she gets it is pretty dark.
You good?
Yeah, come aboard.
I'm gonna hop on it.
Welcome aboard the Nessie.
Isn't that a giant kraken?
Yep. And you'll notice on the sides there are these murals of like tentacles sort of engraved on the sides. This is one of Queen Amelin's prized ships that she gifted to me. She's a good friend of mine.
Okay.
She has faith in me, and she takes a big old gulp of beer.
Well learned.
So, where are you from? I'm from Atlantis.
Airborne? Mirror Miles?
I've never been. You know, my goal after this trip is to start a crew of my own, because I'm the captain of the ship. They might be ambassadors and queens and all that good stuff, but maybe when you're done here, you come visit me at Atlantis.
That's an interesting proposition. I'm not so sure that I want to head home immediately after this, whatever it is.
It's a series of unfortunate events.
Yes.
What are your, what exactly are your guys' plans? I mean,
Right now, I don't know. Everyone is off doing random stuff. I've got no idea what's going on anymore. I know we have to take care of the one-horned devil, who may or may not be related to someone in our group, who may or may not be trying to destroy the world. And we may or may not be some kind of mythical saviors of the land, and I don't know how to feel about that. So,
hey, I know all about that. The place where I was from, we were trapped in this giant fog called Oblivio, and everybody else outside forgot about us. And I have memories of 2 separate timelines, so I understand about having brain problems.
yep. Yeah, I can't imagine that. How long were you stuck inside that fog for?
I don't remember. A while.
Wasn't there a big shield, too?
I think so. I'm just a, a ship for hire, so I don't, until, I guess, Queen Amalyn saw something inside of me, I guess, I haven't gotten much, to do with all the big stuff.
Well, I guess the question is what do you tend to run around doing?
I'll take the 2 of them home once they're done here, and I've been thinking about doing some mercenary work, personally.
I draw the line at killing anyone.
Unless they deserve it.
I draw the line at killing anyone.
What about, like, zombies and stuff?
That's fine.
Because they're already dead, right?
Yeah. And if we need to turn people over, I
There's a
don't mind
hypocrisy that
catching
we come over.
people and turning them over. I'm definitely not stealing anything.
Well, what if we steal it from somebody who stole it from the owner?
Oh, retrieval is fine.
Yeah.
Where was that earlier, Elizabeth?
I've learned along the way.
I'm so glad to hear that.
That's
So-
called growth.
What's the deal with your other half?
My, newly found alternate personality.
I really wish you'd said my fox.
He's mean. That's all I got for you. Likes to come out, I guess, when I get beat on.
Yeah.
The more I learn to prevent myself from getting beat on, I suspect the less will come out.
I have anger problems, too.
Yeah. Just so you know, if he ever comes out, apparently that's what Astria was for. And no one told me before.
Oh.
But that's what Astria was for.
Your little fox guy there?
Yeah. She's my PTSD fox, but as I knew that, I did not know that part of her responsibility was turning off rage mode. But, maybe it'll come in handy at some point.
Do you care to have a drink with me, Oren?
I love to drink.
Me too.
You want some mead? I carry the good stuff.
Well, I've got storage downstairs if you want to see.
Oh. Ooh. Let's take a look.
Alright. So she'll lead you down. What is everybody else doing while you 2 are drinking together?
I'm watching her get drunk.
Probably distributing the food into the lower city.
And you're staying with Lion?
I'm gonna spend about an hour of my time with my cloak up, and using my gold needle compass to find more gold.
Okay.
And just find any, pretty much just pickpocket and get items and gold and sneak everywhere and anywhere I can in town to just, stock up on things that we could use throughout our travels.
Make a perception check. While she's doing that, are you? What's your plan?
Well, so from talking to the dead civilians and getting their last wishes and that kind of stuff, I would be trying to deliver that message to whatever I feel like would be the fastest channel to do it, because I don't think I can travel to the whole city to everybody's house, but there must be an easier way to, like, someone I can tell, notify.
There were
people.
clerics that showed up shortly after the fight had ended.
Okay.
You can communicate with them. Also, at that time, the Furries were still around.
Okay. I would definitely talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I
So
would go to. Not even
you
clear.
talk to one of the male Furries, and
Yeah.
they could deliver it.
Absolutely. Because the information I get from them is where they live, any last messages, that kind of thing.
Speaking of which, make an insight check for me real quick.
21.
Okay.
19.
It's weird. You've not seen Andreas since the fight.
Uh-oh.
And he was just there. Like, I mean, since the fight ended,
Yep.
I haven't seen him at all.
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the last place I saw him and look around. Can I investigate? Or?
Sure. And you're doing this during the evening.
This is right after the
Yeah.
fight. So yeah. So whenever right after the fight.
So we're about 4 hours after the fight. After you guys.
So after I've done all this stuff,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. So I'm looking.
How much gold do you have, by the way?
Me?
Yeah.
178.
Zyla, you're pointing your points directly at Kess. In fact, you find Kess kind of like looking around where you guys had the fight with the Gristos. Well, and then I'm sorry, make your investigation check.
16. Unless it's FFU.
I mean, the situation involved a fiend, so I guess.
Oh.
Or two of them.
Did you want to know my perception check?
The minute.
24.
What'd you say?
It was 17.
Okay. Hey. You find a crater around the place where you guys were fighting in the Gristro, and you vaguely remember seeing him go unconscious.
He died.
I healed him. I thought to keep him up. Oh, I do remember. Wait, there's no way.
You guys forgot about him.
Somebody healed him.
I thought so.
Killed who?
Andreas.
The first time, but not the second time.
He went down a second time?
Yeah. Remember last
Well,
week
he didn't
when
go down the first time. I healed him, and he was real low.
Yeah.
And then he got hit again. And I remember saying, I'm glad I healed him, because he did so much damage that it was almost an instant kill, because it was double what he had left, plus, it was like 70-something damage, but he went down. But when the combat ended...
I thought I healed him.
I thought you had healed him too. Because I thought somebody had healed him once we got to that part of the city. Like,
You
once
guys
we
disappeared right
walked
away.
through. No,
No,
not,
that was after
it
I
was
went around
during
the corner.
combat.
Yeah.
Mm.
I have no memory of him going down a second time.
Yeah.
Well, he only went down once. Because the first time I
have
healed
my
him...
notes that he went down twice.
He went down twice?
Yeah. I mean, it was a hectic combat because you guys were doing it in multiple places.
So who got him up the first time? I didn't get him up.
Maybe that's the time I'm thinking of.
Because I just healed him. I didn't get him up. I healed him when he was still standing after the first hit he took. Because it was a big fucking hit because dude charged at him.
But in
And
your
then I
confusion, Zyla, you see Kess looking really confused, like going through. It seems like you're going through something.
I look like that meme with all the math symbols.
Yeah.
But-
And a judge says, "Evening citizen, is there a problem?"
No. Maybe. I'm looking for my friend that was here earlier when we were fighting. It was one of my comrades named Andreas. He's an albino tiefling, kind of hard to miss. He still shaves his horns, right?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. Shaved horns.
Why have they carried off a fellow like that while the clerics were healing people that weren't lost?
So is he at the doctor's or something? Where's the nearest hospital? He just points there and I'll talk
He's
to
at the
him.
morgue. Did you want to go?
Why is he at the morgue?
Well, he's dead, my friend. I'm sorry for your loss. Unfortunately, our clerics don't have the ability to bring people back to life.
It's expensive.
Wonder if I could
Okay, thank you. Are you there? Are you next to me?
You don't
still?
know
I
that
have
she's
mine.
there, but you know that
I
she
woke
is there.
Her invisible.
You hear this. You overhear this though.
Oh, I know.
So you're invisible?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's just, I mean, it's just down the way.
Yeah. Okay.
I recognize you. You were one of the people that fought the Garistros. I was there. You fought very bravely.
Oh. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. I'm just gonna go find my comrades and we'll visit him in the morgue. Thank you for your help.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk around puzzled like.
All right.
There's
So
no fucking way. The whole group forgot Andreas was dead.
I was so confused at why you were rolling too. I remember you rolling. I do not remember Andreas going down again.
He
Yeah.
was. Oh.
I think I already killed him the first time,
That
didn't realize he went
makes
down the second
sense.
time. I think that's what I remember is I run him the first time and thought he was just up.
And then we had like, so what you guys gonna do after combat? Like, well, we're going to do all this shit other than. As we're like walking around Andreas, I guess he's napping. He's real pooped.
Wow. Sometimes you need a good nap.
Hey,
Yeah.
if you'll have 1,000 gold, I can bring him back.
Was he one of the bodies I revived with Speak with the Dead? I just didn't realize it.
no, I rolled to see if he got carried off before
Beforehand.
you started doing that. And I rolled rolled the natural one on that. I think.
Oh damn.
So
So, yes,
he
absolutely.
has worse like luck.
Maybe
So-
he needs to stay dead.
Put him at rest. Put him at rest.
Only if Wander gets to show up in this campaign.
She's off doing other stuff. So
Oh,
you guys make your way to the morgue, and
Nephew.
while the judge is attending it, can I help you, citizen?
Yes, I'm here to visit with, see one of my fallen allies. His name's Andreas. Am I allowed to see him to pay my respects? And,
Pulls out the list. Can you describe this individual to me?
yeah, it's albino tiefling.
Oh, you're identifying the
shaves
body
head.
now.
Oh. Yeah, sure. You may come inside.
Did his reaction to like me describing him seem weird? Oh, okay.
Well, you're just probably the first person to come find him.
Um,
And he's an unidentified body.
So he takes you in, and you see like where they've stashed the citizens that perished during the conflict, and you see you do find Andreas there, and he's indeed
Deceased.
deceased.
Stuff him in your bag of holding and bring him back to the hotel.
Back in my
Would
old
you like-
Vayne days, this would have been like crazy lucky to get in this room.
You say it aloud when it comes next to you.
I don't know if I wait for it to be out the other way.
I'll
whisper
leave
it.
you to say your piece with your friend. I apologize. And you leave.
Okay. Guess I know he's here. I don't really want to speak with him because I'm really embarrassed.
He can be the new you. Maybe he'll come back as a gelfling, or no? You're not a gelfling. What were you originally?
I was an elfling. Yeah.
Elfling. I said gelfling. Yeah.
That's Dark Crystal.
Yeah. He can be the next elfling.
Okay. Well,
Stuff
I
him
would
in your
just
bag of holding.
identify him.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do that because
You
I got somebody in there
After
already.
this point in the campaign, I would say that you would know that one of these two has
Oh, I
the
know.
ability to-
Yeah,
That's
I
the
know.
reason he's alive.
Yeah. Yeah, I know for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't I'm not going to try to take another body. I'm here to try to return one.
Replace a switcheroo.
It's a zombie, so you lost control of it, which is part of the reason it's still in your bag of
I
holding.
mean, I can kill it quick.
There you go.
As it comes out, I'm like, can I kill it?
It?
No, not yet. I'm taking it through. I'm seeing if that idea
Or
even
if you
comes to my
wanna-
mind.
Don't make a mess. You just jump into the bag and join him in the void.
Okay, it was your idea, so odds or evens.
Odds.
Oh dear.
So what? Yes, we're going with it. Okay, I'm gonna try to swap him, but so he's gone, right? He's out of the room. The guy who
Yeah.
escorted me in. Okay, and I have a little bit of privacy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to get Grandpa Jeff out of the bag.
He's going to jump you.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. He's probably really upset. He's been in there for a while.
It's been a while.
It's a good thing you don't need to breathe.
Like, so you want to roll initiative, or you just want to go with?
I'll have him go first, and I'll have you go next.
Okay. Yeah. All right,
Let's
let's
see. He actually hits you first. What's your AC? Because you rolled 17.
18.
Oh.
So make sure.
That's a really strong hit for it.
Did you message me? Because sometimes you just stare me down.
That was
I'm not seeing a message.
Nope. Nope, that was the
Yeah. Dirty 20.
that was the message.
Dirty 20?
Yes. He bites into your neck. You're going to take 9 piercing.
You're gonna walk into the lobby covered in blood.
You're in a better place. You're in a better place.
This is your turn.
Okay. Well, he startled me when he popped out like that.
Yep.
So I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to use my... So, is he... So if I take a step back, he's going to get an opportunity attack?
Yes.
Or is his teeth still attached to you?
Yeah, take it.
You were
Take
not
opportunity attack.
Oh, he's
Go ahead.
14. Does not
Misses.
hit. Does not hit.
Yep, so I'm going to take a step back to where he's 10 feet away from me. And I'm going to pull up my whip of passion. And I'm going to whip him into submission.
Okay.
Yes, the supersonic crack when you're trying not to give it away in the fight.
Look, I'm not
Break
smart.
the sound barrier.
I explained these sounds, don't worry.
You may.
Are you whipping the bodies back
Yeah,
there?
8 on the dice, so that's going to hit. So,
Okay.
I'm going to make this quick.
Great.
7.
Hits. Or the
Slashing damage.
Okay. Yeah.
7 slashing damage. What's that, bonus actions?
You're like a third of the way there.
Yeah, no way.
I think so.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright, he's going to make another bite attack. 9. Misses.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Okay, have him make a dex save as I do Sacred Flame.
Oh, he's so good at those.
Uh-huh.
That's D10. 12.
Okay, fails. It's going to take... This is radiant damage.
Oh boy.
So it's going to be... 21 radiant damage.
Describe your fatality.
So he startled me, so I stepped back and whipped him. And I was like, oh, let's do that. So I used Sacred Flame and fried his little brain. I don't want to destroy the body. I want to preserve the body, so it's going to like fry his brain so it just
Okay.
falls.
Okay.
Alright.
You hear the door crack open. I know things can be hard, but please don't damage the insides. He closes the door.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. This brings me a lot.
Psychopathic behavior.
You are going to drop one body and not give them any.
So you're gonna swap in.
Yep.
At least you're a big, strong dwarf now. Remember this? Imagine this as old Kess.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, I gotta break a leg to get him fit in there.
How much longer do you take?
As long as that takes me. I don't know if you want me to roll for
Are
it.
there
but
like to pull out slide freezer drawers?
Kind
That
of.
works. You just close it back in.
Is that what they are? Oh, sweet.
Make a deception check. See if this guy gets suspicious of you.
All the grunting.
I'm sweating profusely. 10?
You beat his.
Oh, that's a 5 on the
Roll
die.
an 8. Sir, are you done? He cracks open the
Me?
door.
Yes, yes, I'm done. I appreciate you being so
He's in a
patient
better
with me.
place. The eyes of Galatea will see him into the afterlife.
Yep. Alright, well, I got lots of stuff to do. I appreciate your,
No problem.
Yep.
Thank you for helping us protect our citizens.
anytime. Have a good night.
2.
Scurry out my little dwarf legs.
Alright,
Start sprinting down the road.
you 2.
Us too.
Trey, I need you to make a perception check while you are
Trey, make a perception check.
doing that.
Alright.
Oops.
That is. Oh, I would have got it myself. That is a casual 29,
With the guidance.
13 plus 16.
Oh shit, you're right. I really wanted you to say dirty 30.
You're really close. 29.
I'm going to text you to answer your question. I'm going to text you what happens with your roll.
Yeah, excellent.
I spelled that wrong.
We have some questions for
Okay.
the meeting. Oh. By whom or what?
Do you have true sight?
I do. I have witch sight, which is
You can see through illusions?
I can slam and pull it up.
So I would immediately tell
That's
her,
a
like,
thing.
hey,
What's witch sight? I haven't heard of that.
How far is your witch sight?
You can see the true form of any shape changer or creature concealed by an illusion or transmutation magic while the creature is within 30 feet of you and within eyesight, and I have 120 feet of dark vision.
Okay.
I would, of course, tell her immediately. It's mentally.
Yeah, so you don't see anything, but you get the feel. There's just that feeling that you know you're being tracked. It's happened enough times to you, and you've done it enough times to where you know when it's happening.
Past perception was 36. I know these things.
Solra, you see a figure that sort of follows you guys at like a good 20 to 20 feet distance. A hooded figure. Hard to make out any details because there is some sort of disguise barrier that even supersedes your witch sight. Because you can tell that they're invisible. But you see a tall adult figure in a cloak of some sort.
I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on them.
Okay. As you guys are walking through Lowtown, you see
I'm also going to prepare a guiding bolt just in case he's hostile.
a figure here. You see a male drow with a green cloak, purple armor, and you see 2 scimitars, one at each side of his hips. Very resourceful.
I tried my best.
And I was not expecting that.
Hi! What's your name?
We should talk privately. I hear you've been questioning my people.
No, just listening.
I have been questioning.
She has.
Well, and his hand does go to one of the scimitars.
Don't do it.
Stop.
My people are not interested in following any more deities, for true strength comes from within.
Okay, Nick, escape.
So good.
I swear I've heard this accent before.
Yeah, I know, me too. Where's someplace private we can talk?
Dax is an old friend. We can speak at his place. I have a key.
Let's go.
Works for me. So what about the food that we were feeding? We just leave it there alone, unattended?
I thought, well, this was kind of like when you guys were
Oh, okay.
done
Okay.
divvying out.
Excellent.
You hear him tap something, and a panther appears at his side. And this large male panther sort of.
A male
Sort-
panther?
Male
Gwen's
male
female.
panther sort of circles around you guys and falls you guys from behind as he sort of leads you into this place and unlocks the door and ushers you guys in. And he lets down his hood, and you see a older drow male who looks to be somewhere between 300 to 400 years old. Long white hair, sort of a pointed nose, deep purple skin with lots of scars. Both of you make a history check. I'm gonna send you guys an image of what you guys see.
Guidance.
Guidance.
What's your history?
+1.
No, we're fucked.
I'm not a smart man. 16.
Okay.
Be proud, baby.
Oh, I don't know.
Hey, your history's twice as good as mine.
It is twice as good as yours.
+2.
Yeah, for all that that'll do me. Oh, that's a black hat, isn't it? He's not on anything at. Ooh, I did do you proud. It's gonna be a 23.
Solra, you recognize this person. You've never met them in person, but you've heard about them. This is Drizzt Do'Urden.
Do'Urden?
Do'Urden.
So shouldn't it have been a female panther?
Gwen is female.
Uh-huh.
She was.
Was?
Y'all have to ask him about it.
Don't do this to me. I'm emotionally attached to this panther.
I'm emotionally attached to this character.
To be fair, Petal Levon does have a male panther named
Gwen.
Gwen.
Mm-hmm. But is it Gwen or Gwenevere?
Gwen.
My name is Drizzt Do'Urden. How may I make your acquaintance?
You just did. By that, doing exactly that.
I don't know your names.
This is Cordio.
What's up?
I'm Solra Friani.
I am the leader of the proud warriors that you've seen before you. To speak to them is to speak to me.
Uh-huh.
Pretty sure it's not.
Did you used to live in Menzo Baranzan?
Many years ago, before we had to relocate here.
And you willingly served the priestesses and the noble houses.
That was in the past. I fought through many wars, seen my kind die. I've seen my kind follow many gods. We need a new home to protect. My people are lost. Duke Bardoba dumped us here.
I heard that rumor.
I haven't.
I just now heard it
Okay.
in my most recent question answers.
Okay. So I feel like, when were you going to tell me that?
Right now. Yeah, we actually have a meeting with him. What time is it? Today? Tomorrow? In the morning.
I don't speak of that Duke Bardoba. I speak of his father, who has passed here recently.
Very recently.
Well, he's still going to be... He's the current Duke, so he's still responsible for this.
Perhaps you could speak to him on our behalf.
Probably.
What would you want to accomplish with that conversation?
Well, there's a city full of demons north of here. I'd like us to be able to call that home. We can be cleared out.
So, do you want to clear it out, or if it can be cleared out?
Maybe in everybody's best interest to clear that out.
Yeah.
For context, this is destroyed saying the Demogorgon initially destroyed and took over.
That's correct. I've heard it's occupied by somebody else now.
Yeah, Isaiah.
Sorry. silences his sending stone.
Anyway, when that happens. She's a nasty one. So you want a joint force to go and clear out the city? You want to live
Perhaps.
above ground.
Yes. More importantly, we want to serve a better cause. It is my belief that we need a new home to fight for.
Always a good desire. Especially when it's a place where you don't have to kill anybody other than people who have already killed to take it. You don't have to conquer it. And you, well, kind of, but you know what I mean.
Have you met this Vayne Bardoba yet?
Met his brother.
Is he a man that can be trusted?
I don't know. His brother was, but his brother was also of a different mother, and I'm kind of of the opinion that maternal lines with her.
Well, come back and see me once you've met with him.
Random question. Do you know anything about a four-armed dragonborn?
That's my friend.
Oh, okay, so you
Dax.
do know. Oh, Dax is the four-armed dragonborn?
Yeah, that's his name.
Well, why did they tell us to meet a four-armed dragonborn at Dax's place? They said meet Dax at Dax's place.
Objectively, because it would be funnier for us to walk in and be like, "Who's Dax?" And then the four-armed dragonborn goes to Zach. Do you speak for only the Drow, or do you also speak for the Duergar and the Deep Gnomes?
I speak for all of the Underdark folk that chose to follow me.
How many are there?
There's thousands of us spread throughout Lowtown. It's bigger than most people know.
It's bigger on the inside.
It's bigger on the underside.
Yeah, it's here. How many? Are you from multiple cities, or is it just Menzo Branzon?
We're from some of the neighboring cities that were decimated during the war.
Yeah, I reached
We
Mark.
picked up other followers on the way.
So if you all left the Underdark, and you're generally very, very young, not you, Drizzt, I understand that you're not, but a lot of your followers barely have a century on them, and you want to take them above ground to live.
It's not about living above ground. It's about having a purpose.
Or a place to call home.
I can respect that. I'm just unfortunately stuck on the idea that y'all are going to need a lot of sunscreen.
And sunglasses.
Sunglasses. Sunnies are very important. Alright, so you want to live in a decimated city because nobody else is going to claim it. Do you want to rule it? Do you want to be under the rule of somebody else? I'm assuming you want to rule yourselves, that you don't really want to...
I would be willing to speak terms with the new Duke, see what he has to offer.
Okay, so you want us to act as your embassies to Duke Bardoba, to be like, hey, the residents of the Low City, of Lowtown, do not want to stay there. They have a proposition for you to
Take care of a problem that he has?
shall we say,
That
find
put on
a
a nice
mutually agreeable solution to an existing problem.
Yes.
Alternatively, we were just told he wants to meet with us as a group.
Actually, we're just bumming in on somebody else's meeting.
You want to bum in on us, bumming in on somebody else, and just come with?
Make a persuasion check.
Can I do it instead?
I would beg you to do it
He's
instead.
the one that asked the question.
Can I
Please
help
assist
him?
me.
How do you help him?
I'm going to put my hand on Cordio's shoulder and I'm going to lean forward. There is nobody who will make the argument for your people like you will make the argument for your people. So long as it doesn't come to violence, I'm happy to stand beside you to do this.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
It's a nat 20.
Oh!
Thank you.
+4 from his persuasion, so it'll be a 24, because he has a +0.
I've heard your call, and I will meet it. This is my cross to bear for my people.
I mean, they will help, absolutely, but
Uh-huh.
nobody's gonna we don't know them. We just dropped food off.
What time do we meet with them and where?
What time do we meet with them and where?
I believe Dylan said noon, and you'd be meeting at the Hall of Justice.
Noon at the Hall of Justice.
So you can either meet us at the Hall of Justice, or if you want, you can meet us at our inn that morning.
And we say the name of the inn, because I don't remember what it is.
Something about the Phoenix.
I'll be interested to meet your other 3 compadres.
So he knows there's 3 others.
What about
Wait.
Andreas?
There were more.
Andreas was dead when he saw you guys.
There's more than 3 of us.
Honestly, we're all over the place right now.
Yeah, we're kind of scattered across the city at the moment.
There's
I
a
know the feeling.
fawn we adopted accidentally. She's older than us all.
There's a fox.
There's a fox. Or
There's
it's
also
2 people.
a undead hawk.
Which is pretty cool.
I
Yeah.
will see you in the morning.
Yeah, you will. Do you know of any other drow settlements that also escaped the cities from the war? That may have settled someplace other than Ivalice?
That is not information I am yet comfortable with sharing.
Okay. That's fair. Will you let me know when you get comfortable with sharing it?
Sure.
Insight. Oh, it's right there. This is so much better than mine. That'll be a 14.
You get the sense he doesn't trust you guys.
That's valid. Yeah, I don't have a way to reverse it.
I said we don't have a way to prove it.
No, I have a way to prove it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a way to reverse the proving.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know that would necessarily. For context, we're also having this conversation directly in.
Our heads.
Oh, I was gonna say out loud.
Oh, okay.
It's like I could prove it, but I don't know one that would actually prove it, or 2 that it would actually be helpful. So.
That's true. We just have to roll with the flow.
Alright, I'm down to roll with punches. Alright.
I will meet you in the morning at the Rising Phoenix Inn.
The Rise of Phoenix Inn.
And he's gonna put his cloak back up,
Have fun, Drizzt.
and he's gonna lead you guys out. Alright. Any other order of business for the evening?
Do you find us as we pop back up on the surface?
I would just go back
Yes,
to
I'm running.
my room and then sleep.
Make a perception check in Oren.
In my panic state.
What are your
Yeah.
What are your plans with Maida? Like, are you staying on the boat? Do you plan on going back to the hotel?
Once she passes out drunk, I throw her on her bed and I go back to the hotel. Like, I don't throw her, but...
You
She
can
went
pause
like
it.
that.
And I make sure all of her alcohol is sealed properly.
6.
36 passive perception, though.
You catch her, she doesn't notice you.
Kess? Kess.
Cass!
Kess.
Oh my gosh. Where are we? In the
So,
city.
like, in the middle of the city.
Is there a bunch of people around?
There's not, well, it's now nighttime, so it's
Yeah.
mostly just judges and various people. No furries, but yeah.
Furries, though.
There's no furries? Are the furries normally out at night? Because
Yeah.
I've been around the city at night
Yeah.
before.
You've seen these strange crystals floating around, though, that stand about 3 feet tall, and they're blue, and they glow and kind of hum.
Okay.
They catch sight, well, they catch sight of you and got your attention.
You guys will never believe it.
What? What's up?
We forgot about Andreas.
What do you mean?
We thought about it recently.
Is there anybody around, like any judges, like directly around where I could...
No.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out Andreas' dead head. Because
Oh.
he was in the morgue. He had died.
When? I brought him back.
That's what I thought.
It happened again? What, did somebody, like, fucking trip over him or something?
I don't know.
Okay.
He just... when I got done cleaning everything, I went to go find Andreas because he was supposed to help me just do some stuff. And now I find out he's dead. He's in the morgue. But I got him out because I figured, can't you guys revive him, or maybe like
If you have 1,000 gold,
resurrect
yes.
him? Or
So if
It's expensive.
it is very expensive to reincarnate because it won't be a resurrection. So he also might not come back as a tiefling. He
Yeah.
might come back as a dwarf. Maybe we can have a fourth dwarf.
Maybe it'll be another dwarf.
so resurrection and reincarnation.
No,
I
just
know-
reincarnation.
I know revivify.
I also know
That
that.
won't work?
Revivify wouldn't work right
If
now
it's been
'cause he's been
more
dead
than a
for an
minute?
over- so like it's like CPR.
Oh no.
Yeah. So we can reincarnate him.
CPR without the physical labor.
Can I just
Well,
hold on
let's
to
roll
him?
d20 for me.
Just
What?
hold on to him for
Yeah,
a
just put
minute?
back in the
We
bag.
have 10 days before we can't reincarnate him.
Oh,
You're not
okay.
running
Yeah, over a
on
week.
your way back
Okay,
to the
we can get a lot
DM.
done in a week.
Okay.
Right? We can save the world in a
We can
week.
save the whole world in a week.
But also, it might be nice to have another fighter, another healer.
Oh, I'm not
No,
denying
we're
that.
not gonna wait till the end of the 10 days.
No,
we're gonna
honestly,
try to do it
once
soon.
we're-
Also, I've only known him
Fight.
for a week.
Honestly, a lot of times we've known him. He's either been unconscious or now well. Dead.
I'm pretty sure we've actually known him for just a week.
Something like that. You guys have. I've known.
Yeah,
him
you've
for
known him
longer.
for longer.
We've known of him for longer. But I'm pretty sure we've physically known him for less than a week.
Well, I mean, it just means right now you just take a big long nap, so we get him back. So enjoy your
I hope
rest.
you have 1,000 gold.
But we can see
Alright,
if
I'll go.
between the group of us, if we can scrounge up some gold. Maybe Zyla will go pickpocket some people. Give us a large bounty. Maybe she can fund this all herself.
Maybe she actually has 1,000 gold she hasn't told us about.
Maybe they should give it up.
For Andreas? Not a clue.
One of her
Yeah, I
oldest,
don't know.
bestest friends. We might get 100.
No, we're not taking 100. Zyla's gonna give us at least 300. Otherwise, it's not
At
happening.
least 5.
Alright. So as
I
everybody
prepared
turns
knock.
in for the
I can
evening,
break into her
everybody
stuff.
gets a long rest.
Okay.
Alright.
What a day.
Okay, everybody gets 12 temp HP.
And what is everybody's order of business in the morning?
I guess we need to discuss Andreas with everybody.
Well, I tell you guys about the crystals and the lack of furries.
That's concerning.
Okay,
So
good
we
I was gonna find one, try and trade my statue.
Yeah.
Seemed like a fun thing to do.
we ran into a drow who speaks for the residents of the lower city, who wants to meet with the Duke. So we kind of invited him along so he could speak for his people.
Oh. Okay.
And then Kess has something to demonstrate for her.
Oh. So yesterday, so we forgot after we took care of the demons and calmed down and everything. I'm just gonna pull out Andreas.
Oh God.
He didn't make it.
Note, this is the least amount of bugs you've seen on him since you've met him.
He actually smells
He
nice.
smells better.
Sweet, I don't mind.
It's nice of the bugs
Did you
not to
steal
consume his
his
corpse.
body?
I'm sorry.
Did you steal his body? You know what? I don't want to know. La 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 la.
No, you. I didn't do anything with
The
this.
important thing is he's here, and we said 10 days. So
9.
going on 9 days now. 9 days to get him fixed up, and
But we need 1,000 gold.
Alive?
He's dead.
He's dead.
Grace.
Like
I mean,
Kess, when Kess was peeled like a banana.
I'll give all my gold. I got 178, so there's 178 of it.
Do you, hey, Kat, Zyla, we need gold to reincarnate him. To bring
Went
him back.
out,
He's dead.
got 200. 250?
We're gonna need more than that.
250.
Do you have 500? Do you
No.
have spare?
250.
Insight.
Make a perception check.
Guidance.
I need to do deception.
Your phone. We can help him, right?
I can
Oh,
give you
fuck.
most of my gold.
Can I help you? Oh, you
Where's my
Can I help you?
What'd you get?
26.
I got an 11.
So how much did you offer, Kess?
178.
And
That's
how much?
all I have.
How much do we need total?
1,000.
We're at 570.
250.
That's with the 250. From his
With 250, it's 820.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys have any that you can put into the pot?
You can make up the rest of 1,000. So I'm gonna look at Zyla.
So it's 572. So he
So
left.
No, because so Kess was, or not Kess, Oren was doing math.
yeah,
So
so my gold is included.
Oh,
So you guys would have to put in 180. I'm putting in 400 of my 412.
Zyla,
I'd be broke.
do you have any more gold to
Give it all of it up. Oh wait, I also have platinum. I forgot that's platinum, isn't it?
Well, but if they
No,
if
it's
they,
silver.
if they can cover the 180,
Oh, I did have
I
one
say
point.
make them cover the 180
We'll cover the 180, but
because I'm putting in 400.
Only 300, put 250. 50%.
you only have 300 gold.
Yes.
What did you do last night? Besides lion.
Rest.
And
Yes. Only give them the 170.
Adventure.
For how much?
what kind of adventure?
178.
Had
The 170.
42.
170.
Went out.
Keep the 8.
Got gold.
Gotcha.
Zyla?
Heard
will that leave you with 8 gold?
Andreas dead.
And
Went.
a
Gathered.
platinum, so 18
Zyla?
gold, 7 silver.
I have
Andreas
10
is
gold.
one of your
Yeah.
oldest friends.
That's my emergency fund.
Yes,
My
yeah,
wife keeps all the
250.
money.
Can you give them any more?
That's a help
I
I've
figured we
lost.
Only
I figured we
50.
should keep a couple of gold.
Yeah, I sent you a text.
Are you guys playing?
Yes.
Phone, do you get paid? Or are you just a slave?
Andreas.
I served the queen.
Body gold.
Okay.
No, he's not gold. He's just meat.
Check body gold.
You mean you want to take the gold from Andreas' body to help pay for
I mean,
his
it
own
would-
death?
Didn't they
Would-
strip him at the morgue? 'Cause I
You didn't check.
was gonna say I don't know where all of his gear is.
Yeah.
I
He
was
still
thinking
wear
we
his
just
clothes.
go back and get it eventually.
He's gonna stroll in. Hey, I was here at Bardoba, and he's killing completely
Yeah,
different.
this
Never
is
mind.
good. All right.
Body check.
Let's go into somebody's room for this.
Gee, okay.
We're gonna go into somebody's room for this.
Okay.
We're not doing
All right.
this.
Good call.
Gonna go to someone's room.
Also, we're going to. Can you set somebody up? Or I'm going to ask a alley cat nearby if I can find one to watch out for Drizzt and to come and get me when he's there because I can speak with animals at work.
Okay.
Now,
Reach in the pockets.
okay, question.
have
Are you
pockets.
even tall enough to do that move?
I'm standing on a
Well,
chair.
it's a small bag of holding that you put on the ground. So you start from the ground,
Yep.
pulling up,
Just pulling up and
and then
That's
drag.
All of his other belongings are gone. However, he
Andreas
does
tall.
have
Including
a.
his wooden sword.
Yeah, everything's gone except for.
That's
what's
good. That
wooden
wooden sword is useless.
What was it?
50 gold.
I thought there was something special about it, but I guess it was just a wooden sword.
So you guys have to give 130.
We can give.
He's
If we
5'9".
take Andreas's 50 gold.
We can give
As a fee.
180.
Okay. So you're not gonna make him pay the 50.
We're not gonna make him pay the 50.
His leg was broken like that when I found it.
Insight.
Make a deception check.
Guidance.
if his leg's broken, can I try to snap it back into place?
Wow. It's 18 on the die, so 23.
Alright, I believe you. Yeah, look at his leg was
I
broken.
mean,
like
you
that.
see on his
It was a
face
rough
there's
fight.
a giant hoof print where he got set by the Gristo.
Really believe.
Was he between me and the Gristo when the Gristo charged me?
Yeah.
That's not a notice!
That's
That-
what happened.
yeah.
That was it.
I didn't see him behind
Yep.
the Gristo. An hour.
If you want to make a medicine check, you can try it.
My medicine
Okay.
sucks, but I'll do it anyway.
You're doing a medicine check on Andreas?
So
Yeah.
we have
This is
enough to
when you
cast a
wish
spell.
Lock was here.
For what? What are you trying to do? He's
Snap
dead.
his leg back in place.
Oh, you're trying to fix his leg? Oh, I can't watch.
He's gonna have a whole new body.
17.
Oh
So I
god.
did pretty good.
Okay, yeah, I mean, you're able to fix it. Yeah. Makes a really
For precision of
loud
deaths.
pop.
Doing that against rigor mortis is impressive.
Uh,
I'm just wrong.
so do we have enough gold?
Yep,
Yeah.
we have enough.
So what spell are you going to use to resurrect him?
Reincarnate. Can we get a third
Yes.
dwarf in a row?
Alright.
It takes an hour.
Wait, you gonna roll the D1?
Yeah.
Make him a drow, actually. That would be even funnier.
Okay. Alright. Well, I mean, I rolled, so it was random.
Yeah.
So the cast. So describe to me how this process looks.
Alright.
This is like wonders maybe like.
And then I am covering him with oils and unguents that are worth 1,000 gold. That slowly seep into his body and kind of forms into like a root cocoon around him
Okay.
that will slowly like compress around him into the new body shape.
Whatever that may be.
I was gonna say, does it say how long it takes for it to transform, or is it just the
I think
expression?
it's an hour.
The duration is instantaneous. It takes an hour to cast.
Oh,
So
so we're just standing
the-
there for an hour.
The cocoon takes about an hour to form. It takes an hour for two things. I'm gonna go outside a few times and check to see if Drizzt is there.
Okay. Theoretically, as soon as the hour's done, instantaneously he's a new thing.
He's a new Andreas.
I'm gonna change his race real quick.
Oh dear.
So we didn't get tiefling.
Nope.
Nope. Would have been funny if he got transformed into just a regular tiefling.
He's not albino anymore.
Mountain dwarf.
This
Mountain
is all I
dwarf.
did.
Mountain dwarf.
I know. Come on,
Alright.
give us another door.
Rock
So
gnome.
from
Something short. Something short.
I'm shorter.
We gotta bring down the height of this party.
Yep.
Average height must continue to decrease.
One character at a time. Actually, we accidentally increased it with Kess.
Yeah, just a little.
all right, so from the cocoon, you see emerging a naked human with white hair. And
Oh, I
a
kill
soul
his
patch.
lifespan.
Oh no!
Tieflings don't live all that long.
They don't.
Oh, good. Hey, he doesn't have to
He
shave his
won't
horns
miss it.
anymore.
Oh, hey, what's up? What's up,
Hi,
guys?
Andreas.
Hey, Andreas.
Why am I naked?
Welcome back.
Long story.
Take a look in the mirror.
Is he just like Caucasian, or is he pale like albino? Or
Is he still albino?
Hold on, I guess I should roll for his race too. Give me a second.
Oh dear.
As the spell is still taking effect.
Okay, how big was it?
Roll a d12.
Roll
Oh goodness gracious.
Or if you're feeling really lucky, a d8.
So you see a fair brown-skinned male with bright white hair and pink eyes.
Kind of a,
Think like he kind of looks like Idris Elba with white hair and pink eyes, and a
Ew.
white soul patch.
Wow.
so, you know what happened to Kess?
Did we tell you about it? Kess was reincarnated.
That sounds familiar.
That's you now.
You human.
Holy shit, it's huge.
Look, I know they're good at doing
I
that.
mean, not that it was small before, but what's
You have increased blood flow right now. It's okay.
It's called Morning Wood.
can I? Speaking of wood, can I have some clothes?
Yeah, your
Um,
bugs are gone.
You notice that once he's come back to life, the stench is coming back too.
Close.
Thank you. Are they
For now?
Are they women clothes?
No, they are of all of like the craft pack that I have just like some random clothes.
What happened? Last thing I remember, I got stepped on.
Uh-huh.
You guys stepped on.
Yep. But we weren't able to get to you in the 60 seconds it would have taken to revivify you.
Oh, okay. So you guys had to just wait until the evening when you were.
Yeah,
we needed
it's-
to wait until he had his spell slots back
Oh, okay.
because
Yeah.
we were
So
absolutely
I've
tapped
not
out.
missed much.
No, it's been,
No.
what, 8 hours?
Yep. Yeah, you weren't gone that long at all.
Okay.
You're taking this very well.
I've been dead before, so this is actually kind of not my first rodeo. That's how I.
What you think of your new
It's
new
I
body?
mean, it's what's on the inside that matters. That's what.
And also, it's what's below the belt.
Andreas,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest.
Huh?
They forgot about you.
Oh, like you didn't as well.
I didn't know he was down.
Yeah, we didn't either.
I
That's
didn't
a
either.
problem.
I didn't know.
We didn't know he was down. We didn't realize he
I
was
just
down
pulled
at the
my
same time.
hood
How would you know you were Nero?
Exactly. So I didn't know. And then yesterday he brings you home in a bag of holding because he stole your body from the morgue. Which okay, fair
It's
enough
okay.
because he revived you.
It's all
But
You stole the body from the morgue?
I didn't steal it.
What's
Sure.
important
Borrowed
is
it.
I'm back.
We brought you
You
back.
bring it back. Yeah.
There's no need for Oren to be dishonest about it. I trust you guys. You
Yeah.
guys are my oldest friends.
Thank you.
Yeah, Oren.
We're not your oldest friends, but I do appreciate
Selling
I've known you for like 4
distrust.
days.
Huh?
What?
What'd you say?
it. Conscious days. 4 conscious days, 7 in total.
I will continue my quest to be useful to the group, I promise.
Sure. Do you?
I rolled to see if I could tolerate you guys lying about it.
Listen, do you want a nap? Like, do you...
I feel great. I feel like I got. I mean,
Your
10 minutes I was. Or
your gear's gone. I don't know where it went.
It's probably at the
Chris has
morgue.
probably destroyed it when they stopped on me.
Actually, you know what? That's
Oh.
It
probably
was a wooden
true.
sword, and they are demons.
Oh, yeah. And they're big.
I can.
Big.
You did have like a giant hoof print on your face.
And your leg was
It's
broken.
gone now.
Like, it was a
I can
complicated
work on. I
fracture.
can craft my own new weapon, so it'll be fine.
Glad you're back.
Me too. I was like, I have so much I want to do. I haven't even fallen in love yet.
You should be
Yeah.
easy
You also
now
haven't given it a new test drive yet.
with your new equipment.
I didn't even get to use the old one.
Wow. Well, now I know you were missing out.
Before you wouldn't have.
So let's. Don't worry about me. I'm going to craft some new stuff.
You have 50 gold.
I thought you guys used this thing.
No.
No.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Okay, I can go make some purchases then. Can I take a phone with me so I'm not by myself in case we get jumped by a demon?
Yes. And then I'll hand you the 50 gold that I was going to keep.
Asylum!
Thanks for holding on to that for me. I appreciate that.
You're gonna rob a dead person?
Just kept it.
Not
I mean,
She already
Andreas.
did.
If I wasn't
She
able to
doesn't-
come back,
any
I'd want you guys
person,
to
live
reuse,
or dead.
reuse
Actually, that's
recycle.
a really good point.
Yes.
It's,
Dead
it is
friend.
the nature's way.
You would do it to
I don't think
a
our
friend.
status, our relationship status, has anything to do with whether or not she'll take something from your pocket.
Dead friends.
That's why we use spells to keep them safe from
That
that.
is actually why we were supposed to keep them safe.
It's why I just don't keep anything valuable ever.
And I'll give them an extra 50 too.
I thought you said you only had 300.
50? 50. Give back. Give less 50.
Well, you gave your last 50 gold.
I get it.
Hey Zad, have you ever been able to prevent your bag of holding from being able to be pickpocketed? Since you do someone's pickpocketing and you're around that kind of crowd?
I see things.
That doesn't answer our question. Is your bag safe?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Mind if I test it?
Do you think that's not
So no test, you take.
You're gonna be watching me. I'm just gonna see if you're able, since you don't typically cast spells, see if you're able to make sure it's safe.
No test.
Alright, you're lost if it didn't work.
the desire to cast knock on your bag?
I have to touch it.
No touchy.
No touchy. Hey Zach, while you're up, you want to grab me a classic brownie that's on the box? Yeah. Thank you.
We also have fruit rolls and fruit biscuits.
That doesn't matter. It's only the classic brownie matters.
It's got a sauce.
We
box
had like
that
3 boxes of them, so don't bring it.
There goes now.
In honey bun.
I don't care about honey buns. I only care about
Right, that's
classic
what those are
brownies.
called? Those are honey buns? I haven't had a honey bun in so long, I forgot what it was called.
Too sweet.
Let's go pick some honey buns. Do you love me?
Mhm.
Can I have a bite? Can I have a bite, please?
You just want one?
You just bit off the rest of that half.
Alright. So. As you guys,
You just bit it.
Like half of it.
alright, so
You took a
with,
small one, I should took the whole half of the other half.
alright, so what's the next order of business?
I'm gonna go outside and see if Drizzt is there.
You see sitting at the bar of the tavern a familiar drow.
I'm gonna slide up to him and sit down next to him.
You gathered your companions.
They're in the process of gathering. Did you come up and ask me?
Yeah, because I don't remember you guys telling us much about this.
Oren, this is Drizzt. Drizzt, this is Oren.
I would like the three of you to make a history check. You three.
Us, me?
Yeah.
Who?
Because we're meeting. What's his name?
Drizzt.
Drips.
Drizzt? Yeah. Your eyes,
Nat
you
20.
You know who he is.
History.
Immediately.
FFU.
No, he's not undead.
Elves are fake. Are they not?
No, that's a stretch.
Ah!
10.
10. This looks like an
Oh,
old
nat
drow.
20.
An old
Wow.
drow.
You also recognize him.
Oh, see, I don't know what the fuck this is.
He's a very...
I know everything about the man.
Apparently.
So, Alex, can you give us like a background of what elements of Drizzt you are including in this? Or like the characterization that this Drizzt Do'Urden has?
Can you spell the name?
Drizzt.
Whoa, Drizzt.
And his last name is spelled Dourden.
What spelling did you just say for his last name?
Dourden.
He's missing the apostrophe.
What
That's it.
apostrophe?
No, it's Do'Urden, not Do'Urden.
Drizzt Do'Urden of House Do'Urden.
It's always been Do.
Door.
I would bet money on it.
Is this a god or something?
No, he's a...
Like a legend?
yeah, he's a, sort of like
My life is a lie.
Vagrant.
Some dollar.
I've read so many books.
I don't know how to tell you that when we listened to the audiobook for the first time and I realized this pronunciation, so I was like, well, now I have to engrave these on my soul.
So, you would know that Drizzt is a perfectionist by nature. He carries himself with high ideals and standards. Yeah, although he carries himself this way, he's known to be sensitive, thoughtful, and long to be accepted among others, and likes to make friends everywhere. However, he is always troubled by the threats of that his enemies will cause to his people. That he values the drow trying to get away from following the gods, because especially Loth has screwed them over on many occasions. You would also know that he's a very competent ranger and fighter, probably one of the best known hunters. You would guess by looking at him he's about 400 years old, so he's an older elf.
Apostrophe U-R-D.
Are we using the original Do'Urden?
Do'Urden.
So, out of loop. I don't know anything about this person. You guys are all talking about the pronunciation. It's the first time I ever heard the name. Is he in like books or something? Like
Yeah.
books?
There is a
Books or
like
something?
27 book.
Right, it's in the 40s.
Series?
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, with all the spin-offs and stuff? Yeah.
Somebody
He introduced it to me while we were in Domino's,
Gotcha.
so I've listened to them all.
to compare it to a fictional character that I think everybody knows.
Yeah.
Somebody compared
I
him
got
to
$3
Aragorn a little bit as far as like his demeanor, personality.
So this is a real thing?
The moment, yes. The
Oh.
moment
Yes.
he pushes open those doors
He is the most well-known
and sitting in the cabin.
fantasy book character.
Oh, Drizzt! Duh. Love that guy.
Of the things written or inspired by D&D, he is
Or Forgotten Realms world.
Forgotten Realms. Yeah, he is probably the
Wow.
So, you know Elenial and Petalabon?
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
So
Very
I
well.
built that couple to basically be Drizzt.
Oh.
And I thought
So
about
like Elenial is Elenial is the dual scimitar wielder. She's got more of the personality. Petalabon has more of the
Oh.
other skills that he
and I can put a
has, like the
picture of
ranger
them for
and
everybody to see
the
real
Gwen.
quick.
But
30
that's
cents.
he's who I based that
his
narrative
miniature
on.
in the blue bag.
You do have his miniature in the blue bag.
You said
I have his
Domino's.
miniature
I
in the
got
blue
it.
bag.
That should give you an idea of kind of how he is.
From Domino's.
I put his picture in clips and
That was
highlights.
mini.
You did a good job of representing
I remember you had a couple of
him.
them out.
A Nicolas Cage version.
That's who I would cast.
There's a
Okay.
chance I took him out. I thought he was in here. No, I took him out.
We can
He's
bring
not
him
in
next
here.
week.
Yeah. I do have a miniature for him if you need him. I have his
Might,
miniature.
just might. Just might. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Okay.
I am Drizzt Do'Urden.
So, just to be clear, so all of the information that you just gave us, he's spent time with the drow, and he's trying to shepherd them to a different way of life. So he hasn't necessarily like lived above ground. He hasn't done.
Not for an extended period of time.
Okay, sweet, excellent, thank you.
It's cute. Stop it.
Nice to meet you, Kess.
Very nice to
Look at
meet
your
you,
heart.
Kess.
Look at your heart.
I'm Drizzt. And he gives a short bow.
I'll return it.
So
A little paws coming out from her chair.
You know, I knew it was drow once. She was a
She's
really, really nice thing. I love her.
Perhaps it's somebody I know.
Do you know Roven? How do you pronounce her name? Roven?
Rilva. Give me a
Rilva?
second, and I will say her last name as well, because that one's
I would like to make the rest of your acquaintances as well.
Rilva Helverit.
Helverit. Rilva Helverit.
I apologize, your friend's name does not tickle my brain.
Oh, sorry. Wouldn't expect you to know everybody.
Especially if it's your brain.
Yes, not all drow know each other.
She was just the downfall of the family.
And what's
Yeah,
your
just
name, sir?
Oren. Sometimes I get mean and you can call me Nero.
Only when he's mean, though.
Okay.
You'll understand. It makes sense very quick.
Dragonborn?
Yes.
He doesn't seem shook or surprised at all by your face. What is your name?
Ivalice.
I see all of you carry a very special mark.
Yeah, I got this on a drunk night.
So, these two tell me that you guys are going to be meeting with Bardoba. Vayne Bardoba? I've asked them, so I'll ask you, what do you make of him? Have you met him yet?
No. Nobody else has met him, right?
Which one?
I haven't met him.
The Duke.
Lead the way.
Is it time?
Is it time?
It's about me.
No, we're gonna be late.
Yeah, when's it supposed to be 10?
On the walk over, I want to ask Drizzt what the drow in the lower city need. So, like, do they need constant, like, do they need a regular shipment of fresh food? Do they need clothes? Do they need weapons? Things like that.
Dax has our food covered, but it would be nice to have better quality food. Alright, and as you guys kind of make small talk with this war legend, you guys meet, you guys eventually arrive to the Hall of Justice, and you eventually find your mother, and she recognizes, oh, you're
I'm off.
Drizzt. I've heard of you, but I've never had the pleasure. I am Delin Hornblower. I've heard of your husband's exploits, but I've not had the pleasure of meeting him myself. People here don't like that last name very much. But as far as I'm concerned, people of Mesobaron and Zobaron don't have any qualms with the home Valero family.
That's good to hear.
Well, if you'll follow me, Lady Lunafreya is already waiting for us. We're going to be meeting Vayne Bardoba and his office.
Mhm.
We'll wait for Elizabeth to rejoin the table as you guys walk through.
How excited were you to greet your mom this morning? Or was it just like a, hi mom?
Like that.
Okay, sweet. I'm gonna,
So we knew that was off
yeah,
yesterday.
100%.
Sorry, you mind getting ready? Here we go.
Oh, what's it?
Yeah.
Where?
You want to get snugged up? Grab your leg and make her comfortable.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on.
That's the biscuit hand. She's got to clock in.
Lock in.
Is that better?
While we're waiting for her, does anybody have any questions or anything like that? Any clarifications that need to be made?
Shoot, I got a spell slot that was not like.
So we're in the Hall of Justice. We have Drizzt with us. We're meeting with Duke Bardoba.
Yep.
Refresh my mind, Duke Bardoba is...
So, the original Duke was more or less a dictator. His name was Aldous Bardoba. And you know that he died under mysterious circumstances in the past week or two. And his oldest son, Vayne Bardoba, has taken his place. You notice that since you guys have been back, the vibe in the city has been a bit more hopeful. The judges aren't as tyrannical.
All of us kids running around with hands chopped off.
Right. But none of that. Oren.
Yep.
Did you have any questions before we start the meeting? Okay.
Before we start what?
The meeting. I didn't want you to feel left out.
Thank you.
Alright, so you guys are led to this grand hall, almost like a giant library, with arcane candles that sort of float near the ceiling. And you see at this large desk many books and maps strewn about the continent of Ivalice and New Ravenastri, and you also see city plans for the Nalbina city. You see a light tan elf male with long brown hair and this gold and brown armor with a long flowing red cape with a phoenix sort of stitched onto the back of it. He has a golden sword at his side. And you see, off to his right, you see a familiar young elf.
Lunafreya.
Nope. It's a 13-year-old boy, Larza Wraithwall Bardoba. You guys haven't seen since pretty much the beginning of the campaign.
That was pre-airport, wasn't it? Was he the one that outside of airport gave us the passports?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the one who kind of.
Or not airborne.
Water.
You know what I meant.
Yeah.
My friends, Larza speaks up. It's good to see you, and he almost seems to like glow like with excitement once he sees your guys' tattoos. Brother, these are the people I've told you about. So, you are the new summoners. And he stands up, and he's tall. He's about like 6'2" or so. I am Vayne Bardoba. It's my pleasure to make your acquaintance. I have been busy of late, making up for the mistakes and horrors of my father. I'm in a tough spot, though. And he sort of taps a sigil on his armor and casts silence on the walls. So anybody that would be listening in or casting scry would not be able to peer and spy in on this meeting. I've been left with an ultimatum. An old enemy of Ivalice has returned. She has demanded that I Trojan horse her forces to a place called, it's your home. It's Nardorf. Turns out she has some old enemies there. She's threatened my people with extinction if I don't comply. She's already proven that she can teleport demons and devils inside the city, although the furries have agreed to help. It's only a matter of time before she attacks as a dragon again, and my forces cannot pierce those scales. Despite our magic and heavy weaponry, they seem to have no effect. Much as they didn't long ago. So I ask, what alternative can these summoners offer me? Why should I protect another place when my people are threatened? It's not my wish to cause Nardorf harm, but I've been left in a
no charisma.
precarious position.
Well, have we got just a solution for you? You see, we anticipated this very problem, brought the solution to it.
Part of the solution to it.
I would like to hear this.
Drizzt, if you don't mind.
And Drizzt lowers his hoodie, turned invisible by this flame. The legendary Drizzt. Finally, I get to make your acquaintance.
Just I'm gonna pawn it off.
Me, I solution.
And how does this individual, how would you have him help me?
So your father put an entire group of people underground. So you have a
An
collection.
entire warrior race underground.
You have a collection of drow, Durgar, and deep gnomes living underneath your city who would like a home of their own outside of
New Ravenastri.
New Ravenastri. And you have a
Currently
pulverized city north of New Ravenastri.
housing a
No,
very
not north.
unwanted group.
Sorry, hold please.
Yes,
That
to
was
the north
west.
of us.
It's the west of us.
Yeah,
The
Yeah.
map.
I keep making that mistake. It's my fault.
To the west of the city. Housing the very people you're saying are a problem.
You have people who want a home and people who need to get out of your home. And that just seems like a match made in heaven to me. Beyond that, even if you should choose to give in to Idea and send them to Nardor, at least give them a heads up.
Well, and do you think it's going to stop with Nardor? Trust me, I know this lady.
Do you think acting as a Trojan horse will also give her a Trojan horse into New Ravenastri?
Or like
Make no mistake, I don't trust her as far as I can throw her.
Well, and Nardorf has some of the greatest heroes of our time. You go there and wipe them out, who's going to defend the whole world?
Been a very biased source.
very biased source.
I'm familiar with some of these individuals, not personally, mind you.
I don't trust themselves at all.
Not at all.
He looks to Winifred and Delenn. When you return to your homes, you may let your leaders know that Ivalice is finally ready to come to the table and join the UK. The United Kingdoms.
We know.
Yeah, we know.
However, I am sick and tired of her attacking my city. I want to take the fight to her. I need a guaranteed force to protect the city while my troops are out. Can you offer me business.
Trick brother, summon father?
No, okay, so that would be like jumping from the frying pan
Into
into the
the
depths
fire.
of, or into the depths of hell. Literally.
We jump from the frying pan, running up a mountain, and then jumping into the center of a molten volcano.
But
And then diving down to the bottom and continuing
We
to
keep
dig.
that on the back burner. That is, so, contingencies. So, that is plan Z.7, okay?
the demons help?
No.
Have you actually really summoned a demon?
Kess helps.
Okay,
And how'd that go? Kess got peeled like a banana.
then you kill. Yeah. To
Just
you lose from the train of thought, I start doing the dancing.
gonna pull the hood up and go invisible.
Just think on that. I like it. Plan Z.7. You have to get through all of the rest of the alphabet first.
The warriors of Drizzt will protect the city while the judges and summoners are away.
Alright.
So we'll
Yeah.
handle them.
I can get it in writing that the city of the north, once cleansed,
West.
will be ours. West.
The north is the ocean, bud. We don't want to go there.
It is underwater.
You're not merfolk.
Not yet.
You gotta talk to a different.
But what do we do about this dragon? It's attacked our city twice.
Well, you got any ballista?
We've tried. We've tried the ballista. We've tried magic.
Talking.
I don't think talking to her is gonna work.
Have you tried seducing her?
No.
Believe it or not, it has actually worked for us in the past.
I do both.
Or we could summon a summoner.
I would like to see her dead.
Summon a titan.
The dragon or Dea? Or both?
I
Dragon
believe
is
they
a
are
dead.
one and the same as the legends were told.
Oh. Well, I mean,
This is not too many.
I have heard of one who went kind of mean and someone offered to protect their child in the future and then they got really nice. Does she have a child by chance?
Not that I'm aware of.
Figured I'd try.
She's the only time I've met with her is through. She's torn one of my guards in halves and appeared from their body and has threatened my city and would attack.
that sounds familiar.
She's really fond of that delivery, actually.
It's a way of just making an entrance.
It's
I
horrifying.
guess.
But for now, the Furry should be able to ward that off until I guess she finds a way around it.
Oh, so the berries aren't gone.
So, no, you already said that.
They crystallize as a way to sort of protect, ward the city from people teleporting in and
I
out.
vaguely remember that now.
And you know where she's held up at,
Is she in the
I would
west?
guess in the city to the west.
but you don't know for sure.
So, are you thinking, like, strike force to get a Dea while the army is defending the city? Or are you thinking that in the middle of the combat and everybody fighting at the city, we focus on a Dea?
Thoughts?
Well, and we also have the one-horned devil to worry about. 'cause
I'm
it's
thinking
not
when
like
he
he's
sort
not
of
a threat.
unveils a map of the Nalbina city, I'm thinking we attack with my forces.
Leave the city intact. That sounds like a horrible idea.
That's why the drow are still here.
What was that? Somebody.
Did latte say this?
Anyway. If you would be willing to help me lead my forces to victory, maybe with the powers of the Titans, we might have a chance.
So I'm confused. So who are we leaving to protect the city?
The drow army.
That'll be on
And then,
me.
but who are we leading?
His
The army of New Rabanastri.
Yeah,
Which is
we
mostly
would be-
judges.
Yeah, we'll
some
need.
guards.
There's hundreds of thousands of demons and demon folk there.
You
That's
talking
a city
about her
you
forces?
can destroy.
Yeah,
Oh,
That is a city I can.
not powerful by themselves,
level
but
one city. If you want.
yeah,
All right.
we'll have to break off multiple sections and eventually get to this. We'll have to pave a way to the sorceress herself.
We need to pick our terrain carefully.
We'll need to pick our terrain. We will need
Pick our location so we have the best advantage. Thing is, a lot of demons can fly, can't they? So what do we want to do? Like forested regions to hinder the air?
father controls demons, yes?
It's not defense.
More complicated than that.
Hell's like, it's a whole different bunch of
So
levels,
if
and
we
each
think
level...
about a 7-layer burrito dip, bean dip,
Your father's the beans.
but not the layers.
Who is her father?
Don't worry about it. We all got daddy issues. We're fine.
I mean, my father was a ruthless dictator, so I have no room to judge.
Exactly.
Demon lord.
But it's okay because Ivalice here was adopted by bandits.
We don't have to be what our parents were.
Well, that's physically impossible for her, so...
I think
Brother tiefling, I think. Yes?
Yes.
One horn?
Horn Devil.
Alright, so...
I'm familiar with him.
We want to take the army of New Ravenashri, which is how many strong?
It's more than what she has, but a couple 100,000.
Oh!
Where are you storing them in the city?
It's a big city, and I have collectively.
We
they're
probably
also-
still, like, call in them from the farm.
they're not all in the city. I have some on boats. I have some in the
You'd have to summon the army.
neighboring other cities as well.
Okay, so it's more like the force that you are acquiring. This
That
is
is
not New
correct.
Ravenashri standing army. Alright, so
Correct.
you've got to call for aid and hope that other people
It's
answer.
the reserves. Call in the reserves.
Do we get to light a pillar on fire?
And then does that lead to another pillar being on fire? Lead to another pillar being on
I
fire?
like fire. And gold.
Okay.
You are a
First,
person of many interests.
I would like to see
And cash.
the powers of the summoners for myself.
Alright,
Is
what
it-
do you have in mind?
Is it true that what Larza says, you guys can command the Titans?
Yes?
That's really tiring.
It is exhausting.
Yes.
Seriously.
Is it true or not?
Oh,
It
yeah,
is
it's true.
true.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just very exhausting. Yeah.
It takes a lot of effort.
Huh?
You want us to do it here, in
Let
an
me do it.
enclosed space.
It's a large library.
In
You
an
what?
enclosed space.
You don't care about the books, right?
Say name one,
I
anyone.
do, but
Okay, well then maybe we shouldn't be in an enclosed space.
Right.
Yes, Kess goes.
Go
I'm
for it,
just
Kess.
Odin!
Summon Shiva.
okay.
Oh, we got two of them.
Okay. So,
Uh-huh.
through a
We'll take
portal, you
level
see
exhaustion.
on a horse a large knight,
Uh-huh.
about 10 feet tall, just appear. The force kind of does start blowing books off the shelf, and then as Sheva appears, God damn you guys, the room suddenly gets very
Or it is
cold.
Sheeva.
I know.
True.
See?
Do you need more of them, or is that good?
Galatea.
Oh, shit.
And he politely, very bows. I apologize for my doubts.
Oh, no, don't worry about it.
Give gold, make up.
Should we?
Want to make him do something?
How else do they
Make him shoot something for you?
No, the display
books?
is enough. You may dismiss them. Both of you gain a point of exhaustion, by the way.
Yeah, no.
Can I try and find a book on Galatea in the books that just fell?
Yeah,
Preferably
very,
like the
very
life
easy.
cycle of Galatea.
Preferably like the life cycle of Galatea.
It's like after she hatches, how long till she's dangerous?
No reason.
For no
Would you
particular
like to
reason.
borrow some books?
Yeah,
Yes,
so
that'd
the
be
life
great.
cycle of Galatea.
Oh, and he hands you a stack.
Thank you. Okay,
Please,
so I'm gonna start going through
take
them.
whatever you need.
Whatever we need.
We need more gold.
Yes. Insulted us. Doubted. Need gold.
Not
Make up.
because you insulted us, but in order to arm ourselves. We've recently had to drain our pockets to
We're being sent to
rectify
fight a dragon that your
torpedo
army
wrong.
couldn't defeat.
Well, that too.
Name your price.
5,000.
30,000.
So 5,000 apiece. Include my
Sold.
friends.
30,000 is quite a lot of coin.
It's for the summoners.
And it's also for the completely undercared for army.
The help.
And
That was
Understood.
my father's doing. I've been working to rectify that.
Yes, and now you can do it more directly.
Waterdeep was not built in a day.
No, but you can see what I can do today. That's quite awesome.
Plus that's 5 reincarnations each. I mean,
Yeah.
as long as you don't go down.
Yes, yes.
If he goes down, you don't have to worry about it because the
Yeah,
world
that's
will end.
Larza, get these people their 5,000.
Each.
And I will procure food, room, and
Bigger
board
as Isla.
for any man that follows Drizzt
He's the
Do'Urden,
ruler of a city.
or woman.
Big numbers.
I'm taller.
Sounds great.
And he's going to put that in writing.
And
Okay.
the Drow's contract that you will clean up the city afterwards, and then you will leave them to rule in peace.
And support them until they get established, because they will have no farms, no lands, no shelter,
And
no
that you
food.
will not attack any Drow, Duergar, Teak Gnomes, or any other.
I have
Dragonborns.
I have no quarrel with these people.
And you're going to sign the contract that says so.
Yes, it'll take some time. I'll need to speak with the other representatives of the neighboring kingdoms to the north, to the west, and to the south.
But you're going to go ahead and say in writing today that the city to the west that was demolished by Adea and the Demogorgon
I have
is
no
a
use for
Drow.
that city.
So you are going to go ahead and say that today in writing. So
Yep.
that way, as Drizzt walks out, he has something to give his people.
Yes.
Excellent.
We get 5,000 each.
Make a persuasion check.
That's what we
Guidance.
It is what we agreed.
Guidance. So roll 2d4s and take the higher of the two. It's the lubrication of D&D.
Since I originally suggested it, we should also get advantage.
Sure.
So roll
I
another
need to. So I'm rolling advantage
Yeah.
with persuasion.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very persuasive.
And we're helping.
Oh no, I'm not that very persuasive right there. But,
So your one chance to get rich is
hang on. 8 plus 6.
14.
Okay.
+2, right?
Oh, plus 2. It's 16.
Larza speaks up. Brother, these people can be trusted. We must do better by our father
Then our father.
than our father.
You
don't do good by him.
Yes, don't do it by him.
As he pulls out a knife.
I'll break the city.
No.
I'll do it.
First, we'll give you each 5,000 gold.
Oh my god.
We have 10,000 gold.
Do you want to increase your?
Holy
Can we
shit.
go to 20?
You can go to 20.
How much did you give us again?
5,000.
5,000?
Each.
Yeah.
I get 10 gold.
I drive a hard bargain.
990. Or
And
990.
you see Vayne shake Dritz's hand and hand him a stack full of papers, and he says, I will have Drizzt stay with me, Lady Lunafreya Delenn, while we work over details.
Good, so you'll know where to find us later.
Take all the time you need to prepare. Let me know when we march. Tell as little people as possible she has spies everywhere.
Huh?
As we leave an undercommon, or I'm going to shake Dritz's hand, and an undercommon, I'm going to say, the city will have another drop of food. It'll be larger, and there will be fresh clothes too.
I suspect that won't be a problem here shortly.
I think they're about to
Thank
get that
you.
worked out.
I'm going to cast dancing lights so that they dance over our hands, and I'm going to stop it and walk away.
Okay. So, OC, how do I put this? When you guys make the attack on Nalbina, we're going to be using Trey's rules for Battle Picton
Nice.
to do like a large
Mass
army
combat?
thing. Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give too much away, but it'll be basically a lot like that. And I'll need you to bring the
counters?
those little counters,
Yep.
along with the Titans too. And we'll go over the rules again once we get to that part. So, my question is, how do you guys want to prepare, and what do you guys want to do leading up to that?
Oh, let's see.
I'm gonna-
Construction of siege engines.
yeah.
They have boats, strip the cannons from the boats.
And I'll work out different units and stuff like that too. So get as creative as you guys want.
Need more power.
Does anyone remember why I have a tennis racket on Haku?
To be here with.
Yeah.
So that you can dust her.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Okay. I was like, why do I have a tennis racket?
I got you.
That's your dusting stick.
We need to figure out the life cycle of Galatea.
Okay.
In
'Cause-
detail to see how long after she hatches it takes her to reach max power.
Or to reach any levels of power.
Yeah.
Because we know where she is. And that would be a great moral boon for all armies.
It would be a great moral boon, and also it would be a really great ace.
Up the sleeve.
Okay.
I want to grab a couple books from the library.
Let's see. I feel like a squad of drow assassins would be really helpful to move to where we need them.
So my intention is for when you guys play, you know how you guys had commanders for Picton? Each of you will be playing a different Titan. Those will be your commanders. And you'll be clearing a way for your actual characters to wherever.
To get to Adea.
Yeah. Without giving too much away.
Nice.
So that's why there's 5 Titans. There's one for each of you. So if you guys want to work out who plays what, or if anybody has a preference, or if you guys want to do it randomly.
I
I
feel
feel like I should do Shadow.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's
that.
it.
It's Shutterfly.
I got Shutterfly.
Should be the person who would do the magical anime transformation for Shutterfly.
I'm gonna write them as a beautiful rainbow color.
Yep.
Odin does slam, so maybe Nero for that one. Or Dominus. Is it Dominus?
And I can describe
Dominus
each Titan
does
if it would
Dominus.
help
Like-
everybody
For Odin.
decide.
Yeah.
Or for Nero and Oren.
I like Odin because I talked to the old man outside. I had a personal bond.
I'm fine with that.
I'll do Galaxian, since I got wings and claws.
So
And then you've got Shiva.
You do seem like a
So
cold
which one are we thinking we want Nero to use?
Dominus,
Dominus.
because you can do the big smash.
Yeah.
big smash.
Unless you feel otherwise.
Lazila, which one are you doing? Or-
Galaxian.
Brian,
Shiva.
Sheva.
you're from a different region. You can pronounce it however you want.
Well, I'm giving you a hard time.
It's only
Well-
Sheva if it comes from the IC region of the Ivalice. If not, it's just sparkling Shiva.
Odin.
Odin. I mean, I called a NPC last week a half woman, so I have no room to talk.
At least squirrels haven't.
Yeah, I have yet to top that one, but I'm sure it will eventually happen.
Squirrels. Fucking.
Squirrel's coming all over you.
Yeah, that's the worst one. That's the worst one.
Start coming over.
Oh, I'm sticky.
Oh, that's how you know you're a good storyteller.
Yeah.
I got mine.
So that's how that's going to roll out. So, I will say, as you guys are leaving the Hall of Justice, what's your past perception?
36.
Since you're being followed again.
Oh, wifey.
Oh yeah, you're definitely being followed.
It's happening again. You
Um,
gotta dispel some more magic.
can I?
He's not hidden.
Be suspicious.
You see a boy trailing you guys, a young dwarf boy who looks to be about 8, with short orange hair.
Hi.
What's up?
Who are you?
Dad?
No.
Daddy?
No.
There's one person on this plane of existence that is allowed to call him daddy.
And he comes up to you guys. That's my dad. You see a young dwarf boy with some features that share with Cordio.
I don't have
You
a
have a
child.
son?
Do you think
No.
that
How
this is
come
one
you
of your
never
brothers
told
playing an
us?
elaborate prank?
Um,
Well, it's nice to meet you. What's your name?
Joshua.
Joshua.
Does he
Hi,
look like
Josh.
Medusa?
No.
Sweet.
Hi, Josh.
Hi. And you notice he has like red eyes and like and fiery orange short hair.
Are you a demon, Josh?
What?
Oh, demon?
Whoa.
No.
Detect magic.
And you know, like in Pulp Fiction, when you open up a briefcase and it's gold, it's like that. Just lots of magic.
What kind of magic?
Yeah, what kind of magic?
Celestial. I been looking for you. I've been trying to like cast scry on you for the past couple of weeks. Not quite that long, but
An 8-year-old no scribe.
This is a god.
yeah.
I was right.
That's a god.
Who's that?
Who are you?
I'm Joshua.
Who were you before you were Joshua?
Well, I was in an egg, and I felt like a tingling sensation,
Galatea.
and
I breathed on Galatea.
and there was this really angry old goblin that started chasing me around.
Galatea!
Joshua.
God, Joshua!
What?
As soon as you go, gal, I'm gonna. Hi,
What?
Josh.
Oh, gosh.
We've been looking for you. Come on. Come with us. Let's go get some lunch.
Okay.
Let's get some
Awesome.
food.
So who are these people?
I'm Kess. Nice to meet you, Joshua.
Hi.
A strange son of
You're really
Cordio.
pretty. I like your face. I like your fox.
This is Zyla. This is
As
Oren.
I go invisible.
I'm Solra.
Hi.
Hi. So, Josh, what do you want to eat? What sounds good for lunch?
You know what's? I'm not really hungry. I kind of just flew here looking for you. I figured if I found the biggest like settlement, despite what that mean old goblin said, I would find you.
And you did.
That you did?
Well, come on. Let's take you. We're gonna go back to the inn that we're staying at, and so that way we can have a private conversation.
Okay. Does everybody agree with this?
Yeah, let's get to know your son.
Yeah.
Your strange son.
Yeah.
Sneak in.
You left him with a goblin? Well, I guess we'll talk about that.
Talk about it at the tavern, at the inn.
We sneak him in. We're coming with no kid before.
He looks like me.
He does look like him. Like we shaved off about 200 years and gave him orange hair.
It's gonna be a little more than 200 years.
While we're out and about, can I go see if I can find some boots?
Boots.
With the fur.
And if you guys are wanting magic items for the final confrontation,
Yep.
we can discuss that as well.
I'm specifically looking for boots of speed. Do you want me to tell you what they do?
I assume they increase your speed.
While you wear the boots, you can take a bonus action to click the boots' heels together. If you do the boots, double your speed, and any creature that makes an opportunity attack against you has disadvantage on the attack roll while I have the increased speed. If you click your heels together again, you end the effect. When you've used the boots' property for a total of 10 minutes within a day, the magic ceases to function for you until you finish a long rest.
Okay.
Which my understanding of that reading would mean that I can turn them off, and as long as I still have time on them, I can turn them back on again. Is that correct?
Yeah, it sounds right to me.
Yep. I haven't gotten something new in a long time.
I'll say that's how you set you back. What's the rarity?
It's just a wondrous, a rare. There it is.
Rare. I'll say you get back about 300 gold.
Well, that's not as bad as I thought you were going to say it was.
Am I in trouble?
No.
Okay. So,
Wanna go see where we're staying?
is that where we're at right now?
Oh, did we get there?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't notice this skip forward time. Alright, so
We need to cast silence on her, or we need to go to a different plane of existence.
I have no silence, I have no plane.
Okay. I can do plane shift to get us to a different plane of existence. So that way, if anybody is trying to scry on us, and this is all happening telepathically, so that way, if anybody's trying to scry on us, they can't find us.
I like your bow.
It's not a bad shout, not a bad shout.
Your bow's really cool.
Where can we go if we're not going to
The
dangerous?
Well, thank you, Joshua.
I
It's made from a
forget,
unicorn horn.
can you do 3 in a day?
A unicorn?
Yeah.
Plane
It's
shift.
a
Plane
horse.
shifts and
Single horn.
Okay, so plane
It's a
shift
horse.
is seven charges of my
I'm gonna have one of my
staff and Magi.
one of my pixies
I currently
polymorph into
have,
a riding horse.
47 charges.
It's a creature with 4 legs.
I'm saying
People usually ride them
we go home
and get around
Can't
real
tell if
That
fast.
sounds horrible.
from a different plane we can.
Do
Well,
they?
they're okay with it.
Oh, okay.
Expensive speed part of what you used with Platinum.
Huh?
Expensive speed part of what you used with Platinum.
No.
So,
If I use
Can we go to, like, a
them,
water
that's
park or
1,000
something?
steps.
Do you want to go see a bunch of really, really, really cool hammers?
180.
that'd be great.
Okay.
I
Sweet.
just learned about horses.
Oh, you're gonna love this. They're gonna get a kick out of it.
Hey
You're gonna have
guys,
such a fun time.
you want a
explaining this.
surprise field trip?
Yeah, you want to go on a surprise field trip?
Oh, I like it.
Andreas,
I
are you
bet.
feeling up to a surprise field trip?
Andreas hasn't joined with you guys yet. He still shot me.
Okay. Well, in that case, is everybody good for
I'll
a
leave a
surprise
quick
field
note
trip?
to Andreas. Be back soon.
Question mark?
Enjoy your shopping.
I like
Cordio.
adventure. How
Alright.
much gold do we have?
So I'm gonna cast plane shift, and we are going to go to the city of Brass. I am going to cast
Make an insight check.
insight.
Yep.
Honestly, I just chose the city of Brass because it's listed in the spell, and I don't know of any other spots off the top of my head. It's
wild.
gonna be a 11.
Court of Thorns.
Okay. All right.
Would he make one too? Because our minds are linked.
Sure.
God,
What is happening?
We're about to find out.
Oh my.
11.
We're linked, baby.
Okay.
Can I
Alright,
not plane shift with Joshua?
So what's the plan?
So, would you like me to talk through the plan before I enact the plan?
Please.
So my plan is to plane shift. My laptop just died. My plan is to plane shift to a different plane of existence to teleport to the mountain.
One place that I know is safe
stronghold,
from eavesdropping. My home.
of his dwarvish clan. So
Okay.
that way we can
So-
have a conversation, and then I will plane shift us back to the hotel.
Okay. And do you explain this to the other 3?
Yeah.
Without using specific names or locations.
Yeah.
Okay. What does everybody else think of that?
Can I roll insight?
Sure.
That's good to me.
There's nothing safer than a mountain full of dwarves.
18.
See?
Hold on.
You get to see
Oh,
some.
see, this does not sound like a good idea. I have a bad feeling about this.
We're just bringing good God.
I
across
see. I
planes.
don't know yet whether or not I have the idea.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even say it, but Galaxy is oh god.
They're bringing across planes.
You rolled an 18.
Yep. Are you gonna send me something?
Yep.
I shall look. Not dictionary, Discord.
Do you have a dictionary app on your phone?
I do.
I do recognize that she is an English teacher.
You have no idea how often I actually have to use it.
GUI message.
Yep. Hold on, I have a follow-up.
Okay.
This was such a good idea for people to not know what's going on.
For Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Would have been the same.
So guys,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that dome exists more in just this dimension.
We've
versus
traveled planes
that.
before.
Did you?
Not outside of the dome.
Did you?
That's true.
Did you do it outside of the giant dome that surrounds the whole continent?
No.
And is supposed to prevent anyone and everything from teleporting in, which I'm pretty sure they would know better than to make something like that, knowing that there are so many creatures that can plane shift.
Well, my argument is, if that's the case, how do the demons get in? Because that would be a plane shift through the dome.
Isn't that why all those people had to die, though?
Well, what people had to die?
All the demons came in when people made sacrifices.
It's still a plane shift through the dome.
Also, we have plane shifted before.
Just around the continent, not outside of it.
No, but the way that plane shift works is you go to another dimension,
Uh-huh.
and then you go to a different location. So
Yeah.
with the second plane shift. So we've already done the going to a different dimension.
Okay.
So why would it not work to go to a different dimension and then teleport?
Yeah, but isn't the plane shift, isn't it just like... my understanding of plane shift is it's more like an in-between, because you're still...
No, because
No,
plane
you
shift
go
you
to
can
a
name a
different-
location on a plane.
You go to a
location.
different, like, so you go from the material plane to, like, you go to the elemental plane of fire.
This is
You
a
can go
very nerdy
to...
debate.
You can go to Port of Thorns
This
and
is
the
important
Feywild.
right now,
Yeah.
though.
So we could literally go visit Azila's dad. So we could go
We can
from
visit
the
Elenial's
material
village
plane,
in the Feywild.
Yeah. So we can go from the material plane to the Feywild.
Okay.
'Cause it says
For some
name
reason-
a location on a different plane.
For some reason, I thought it was the one where one of your characters sidestepped. And you can see what's going on, but it's also
No, it's
kind
not
of
the
not-
ethereal
No,
plane.
no.
That's the one that's parallel
Yeah,
with.
astral projection.
Or, yeah,
Astral
and there is
yeah.
some different characters
It's
that
not
allow
one
you to do
the
that.
ones where you leave your body behind.
Also, even if you guys were able to get past this, I agree that you guys probably could plane shift outside of the dome. However, there are several crystals that are made specifically to prevent people from teleporting into and possibly out of the city.
Well, we just have to walk out the city first.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
That's
just have
true.
to walk out of the city.
I don't know. Oren doesn't like this because God doesn't like this.
I say we just walk out the city so we ignore the Verries. That's immediate spellcasting in the city. But otherwise.
What's the problem with going to the city? Why are we leaving the city?
Oh, so there are these creatures called Verries that have crystallized to prevent bad people from teleporting into the city, but it also prevents normal teleportation in and out of the city.
Okay.
So if we walk out of the city, we won't be blocked.
Okay.
To go on our field trip.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Besides, we could just go to, like, my old bedroom. We'll be safe there.
It's 0 room.
The goal of this is actually to ensure that we're having a conversation that cannot detract, because there we can make sure
We don't have spells to make this
we don't have
convo
spells to
private.
make this conversation private, but we do have spells to get from place to place.
Till we get to a place that we know.
Could we just go ask what's his face
to put us in one of those? He did it earlier.
No, because you just cast silence. So he would have to be in there with us. I don't think I have silence.
And we don't want him to know about this.
Can I see if I can find a spell scroll of silence?
Are we
I was wandering around the city earlier
I
shopping.
can
So
cast
maybe.
silence.
Okay.
I can too, I just don't have it prepared. And I want to go home.
Joshua casts silence.
Oh,
Is that better?
On us? Like right
In the
here?
room. Yeah.
Okay.
no. I guess I didn't think about, those kind of
Let's
abilities.
not make things complicated.
It was more fun. It wasn't even
It would be
complicated.
so much more fun.
No
Okay.
adventure?
We can still go on an adventure. We just need to have chapters.
Alright, so. What was the goblin's name?
Xandar. Is it Xandar or Vandar? Let me make sure I spell it with a C or a V.
Vandar.
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 Yep. So, you remember Vandar, right?
Yeah, Vandar.
You remember the debacle of the thing we found at his place?
Wait, hey, we're deafened while entirely
No.
inside of it.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
I
because
thought we
silence
literally
wouldn't
can't
work like that.
Yeah, it
Silence
doesn't.
just makes
Yeah.
everything silent.
Okay. Well, Joshua doesn't know that. He's just.
So we're all just.
So wait, would we have? Was it a different spell than that the guy would have cast, or did
Yeah.
we all just not have that conversation? Okay.
There's a spell that can ward against divination.
Yep.
I don't remember what it is.
That blocks
What?
it.
So whatever it is, I will say. You guys eventually figure it out, and Joshua casts it.
Just to speed
Uh,
things up.
Yeah.
No, not that one. No. Next.
Well, at least we know this kid has got some spells up
Say
his
it.
sleeve.
Talented kid.
It is 8:30.
No, thank you.
You guys ready to call it a night?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
All right.
actually,
We
my
have-
laptop died.
Yeah, not
I'll
detection.
put my ice cream sandwich back.
You can eat it.
So
You already had your hand on it. Get it.
next Tuesday.
Is that going to be our final battle?
No.
Next Tuesday, Trey Moran may or may not be here.
Right.
So here's what I'm gonna say. If they're able to make it, I say next Tuesday we do the one shot I had planned with Adriana. That's kind of part of the story.
Okay.
So that way we can do the whole final battle thing. We have all day to do that Saturday. And then you guys can think about what you want to prepare and all that stuff. And you guys can have this conversation with Joshua and whoever else you want to talk to.
That's what you wanted.
I don't think that
Yeah.
would work in the same way though.
Can't be hurt by divination magic.
Friday the 28th, right?
Yeah,
Saturday.
Saturday 20th.
Everybody here by noon, and we're doing potluck.
So then the 1st of July, you think we might be doing the after?
Yeah, unless we get to the point where we can do it that Saturday as well. We'll do the
Can we
Do the breakdown.
shoot to do the Return of Loth on the 8th then?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
And then maybe the 1st, regardless of whether or not that ends up being the final session, maybe we can do like a game day or something. That way I know what day we're planning for and he's got
8th
plenty of
is
time
going to be a maybe just like this coming up Tuesday. Because that's when we're getting back from my family vacation.
The 8th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we had to change that around because of medical stuff going on and stuff.
Do you guys know if you'll know that night before?
It'll be
Or the
how we're
morning.
feeling after driving from Gatlinburg back up here.
Hey,
So probably that morning.
I know that trip.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you, that 7-hour trip turned into a 10-hour trip on the way down. And it was a 9-hour trip to get back.
See,
That's
that's why
what
we're
we're
like,
figuring
we'll
out.
let you know.
There were so many accidents.
Mariah, who's doing the recon? You got Trey and Des.
So because you resurrected
And because apparently I have a
And
child.
he has a child.
and you had a child,
Yeah, say I lost
You want to touch the egg.
I breathed on it! There was no
It was
touching
almost
of the
Zyla.
Oh god.
I was the one that brought him down.
Imagine having Zyla being the mother of a goddess.
I mean, I'm already a daughter of one. Well, whatever he is.
he's a demon lord.
So if we
Yes, absolutely be a mother of a goddess.
If we
Zyla?
play next
Oh god.
Tuesday, if we play D&D next Tuesday, we'll need Quantum, Wander, Ash, Corey, and Artemis.
Artemis?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you know you need to have the figures at the very least by the 8th.
Sounds good.
So what that means is that tomorrow I will be like, hey, you need to figure out what you need to start printing.
But the 24th and the 8th, you may or may not be here.
Yep.
Okay.
So the 8th or the 15th we'll end up doing lost, but I'll
We'll
have
start
that ready by the 8th. I'm hoping we'll get it done in one session, but to be honest with you guys, it might be like a 2-session, 3-session kind
I'm
of
cool with
thing.
that.
Given what we want to
Just
throw
depends
at
on
you,
how things happen. Yes, I need a detailed report.
I will give you. Well, do you want to talk about it in person on Thursday, or do you want
You
it
can do
right
that.
now? Okay.
Oh yeah, because you're
As long as Trey trusts you.
Do you trust me, baby?
Oh yeah. All you
Would we
need
wanna
is
have that
to
be-
know that I have the capabilities to help you with it.
I know.
Huh?
What was it? It was like contingency Z4.
Yeah.
We'll have to work that out.
Well, because we know we don't want the whole world destroyed because we've already started this campaign. But we also don't know who's going to survive. So
Where's the light coming from?
I was just waiting
Yeah.
for them to show up.
So Elizabeth, you'll enjoy this. Actually, everybody will enjoy this. So literally on the drive back from Kentucky on Sunday, to keep ourselves awake, we started like spitballing really funny ideas. So we started talking about like the better ways or the best ways to play Peter Pan, a bunch of things. And then Trey was just like, what contingencies would we have put in place that we didn't tell Elizabeth? And so we just started talking, and then we stumbled across one that was like not just funny, but I was like, oh no, that actually makes sense. And so he texted her, and he was like, hey, so I had another thought.
yeah, I was surprised you guys actually didn't give me very much at our meeting. I was expecting more. It was mostly just Trey, but I was expecting more from
Oh no,
you.
it was very simple thoughts. It was just they had potential consequences that you might want to have a lot faster. He's like, no, I'll just have a one shot I want to do with that consequences at some point.
I think it was very much like if everybody had been like if it was a strike team that we assembled, we would have had more like
Trey,
plans
I
going
still
into
need
it. As of right now, it's like
Let me go pee and then I'll help
we'll
you.
figure it out as we get in. And
I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or
I still need to get you my
doing one thing.
first baby mom. My first baby mom.
Oh, that's right. I did ask for that.
You talking about the drought?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk about
See if
that.
maybe.
Because I think I'm gonna ask people to fill in what's happened in the last year.
I started wooing.
So just be prepared for that. You will be asked how it is that you ended up part of the group, / what's happened in the last year.
I'll have a slideshow prepared. This is so-and-so. This is so-and-so.
Go for it.
Like, how long is this after airborne?
Huh?
How long is this after airborne?
It's like 27 years? No. Oh shit, the timey wimey's talking about here.
After,
Yeah, I don't
wait,
remember.
after airborne?
After airborne is what he asked.
That's before you.
It'd be about a year because you said that the Atlantis thing
Yeah,
took
it
place.
started
about a year.
coinciding with
Yeah.
the airborne stuff.
Yeah, so
But it would have
Yes,
finished
killing.
after the airborne stuff
So,
because of the tiny wimey
maybe
stuff.
about a year and a half.
Yeah, probably, because I think that's roughly how long the campaign lasted out of world. Well, anywhere between 1 and 5 years after the airborne. I have to go
Pull it
back
up
and
on
do
his
that
phone.
math because I actually have math.
Yeah, that's right.
And it also depends on where you were in
Showing up that.
Atlantis as to how long has passed.
When does that get normalized? Is it after Bessie Storm?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So like as soon as we took down Bessie Storm, everybody kind of like lined back up again?
Yeah, because Vessi Storm fell with the Oblivio.
I don't know if I need to join the thing first or
So, yeah, the storm fell with the dome.
Yeah. Otherwise, so if the problem is that it's content that Desi can't use to create, or Desi can't access like is it the background information or the
No,
material?
the
Species.
drow race.
Okay,
Can
so
you?
what you might want to do is
is it content sharing?
I think I have content sharing turned on. I should
Otherwise-
have it turned on in the.
if you send Desi a link to
Are you
one
creating
shot
it
you
in the
ran
in the loft thing?
for
I
the
tried to also, yeah.
the golden keep,
Let me.
the art heist one shot
Content
that you
sharing
ran.
should be turned on.
You can send Desi a link to that. Desi could create a character because you had content sharing enabled
here.
for
But I
that.
might have turned it off too.
Elizabeth didn't have it enabled.
So I got my copy of
Apparently, I
Artemis over.
forgot to turn it on.
That'll
There
do
you
it.
go. Now you can just rejoin it. And
Refresh it.
Yep. everything's wrong with it.
Let me see.
It's,
That one I'm not
It's
on,
doing
but
it now.
Let's see.
Okay. Content sharing is turned on.
Did I miss anything?
Huh?
Did I miss anything?
No, it's just.
I
just trying to
apparently
make
didn't
it
have
turn out.
content sharing turned on. That's probably why when you were trying to transfer your stuff, your characters were losing everything.
That too. Yeah, makes sense.
Sorry.
Ah, it's fine.
I thought I
Right
did
now
that.
it's just on the basic thing. It's not logged into her.
Oh,
Thing.
oh,
Yeah, no,
campaign.
not right now.
You have to put it on campaign.
It took me a while to
Let's
figure
see.
out that whole content
Be
sharing stuff.
easier on my
I
phone.
hadn't seen it for a long time, but now I get
Because
it.
I can get into here.
I own
Wait,
a
so
lot of
do
a
you
lot of
guys-
stuff on 5e.
Do you have to buy each book individually, or do you have a subscription that gets it?
No, I bought everything. But what you have to have a subscription in order to share it with
Yeah.
With
the
other
party.
And then you only get to share the 5 campaigns.
Yeah.
Is
Well-
a limit of 5?
To share with you. So anytime we have an old campaign and I have to pull it off it so I can put on future ones.
That makes sense.
And you have to pay for the higher
Alright, yeah,
subscription.
now it's showing
You have
above.
to get
Oh,
the
yeah.
DM
Thanks, you're good
subscription.
To have that. have
Because
access
it
to
only
that.
lets
Where
it only
would
lets
that
DMs
be?
share
It should,
content,
it should
which
be under elf.
mostly
it should
makes
just
sense.
Be a variety of elf, I thought.
Yeah. So if you go to Elf,
Or is it No, it's It's the Dingo.
it should be under the Elf.
That's what I thought.
At the top you can search.
Big long list when you got access to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Dark elf.
Dingo.
Cool.
Nice.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to select Elf and then you can select Dark Elf. Okay. I'm gonna use the restroom. Please, please, please
Take food.
take food.
Okey
I
dokey.
will only be able to eat like one more bowl of this potato.
Alright, Lassie, I love you, but you gotta get out of my
Oh,
couch. Time to de-kangaroo.
Alright.
Does anybody want to take any of this? Do you
Yeah.
need a container?
Do you guys have bowls?
Yes, yeah.
Do you have bowls? Or something I can put it in?
Are you ready?
One of these things.
You're all packed up.
I'm all packed.
Alright, I'll see you guys next week.
You want one of these ones, Alex?
That's fine, I'll bring it back
Yeah.
by next week.
Whichever one you grab. I don't know how big of a thing you want to grab. That whole one to the right that has lid on has not been touched. I don't know.
See you guys next week.
And then I'm assuming if Trey and Mariah can't be here, then we'll know ahead of time and then we'll just do board games.
Yeah.
Hell, we can get Elizabeth on Resident Evil.
That's true. That is very true.
Should be our 4th. Feel like we're gonna need the help.
Hey, would we want to restart the first one or just continue on?
You'll be able to jump right in.
I feel like nobody ate these cookies.
I thought
I forgot about them.
Yeah.
Leave a couple.
The gaming session was so good.
That's awesome. So that worked out perfectly. We lined up for an entire long session to do.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping for. I was like, can we schedule a long session soon?
That worked really, really well.
Yeah, I know, no kidding. Thinking that I requested that day off 2 months in advance.
Oh, they just left?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trey's got work.
Yeah.
I was gonna tell Mariah I just had a really fun idea for our next character.
Oh dear.
For Mariah. With you and Mariah. Strixhaven.
Yeah, and then after we do Return of Loth, we'll do like a session 0 for Strixhaven so we can all talk as a group, and then I'll meet with you individually as needed.
Okay. Do you want to meet with Mariah and I individually or as a?
We'll see like what you guys say during session 0, what I think, because it just kind of depends.
Elizabeth, how much of this do you want to take home? Because I will take whatever I can, but I want to make sure that you get some if you want to take stuff home too.
You're the one who worked hard on it.
I know.
I'll take what's left in there.
Okay.
Are you staying to play like a short game?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, me too. If that's all right with you guys. So you guys are up. for it.
Nope, absolutely not. No, I'm just kidding.